Perfect. Hello! My name is Kanuki, and I am joined here today by the one, the only Lampier.
Hello.
And we like to think of ourselves as somewhat of parkour professionals, or parkour pros, if you will. Lamp has leaderboard times on a lot of popular maps, such as most of the um, MCC Island servers leaderboard times. He has the Hoplite Duels Parkour top leaderboard time. A lot of popular servers he's got the top leaderboard times for. And myself, I have high ranks on a lot of difficult parkour servers, such as Manicube. I am demigod rank, and then on Zero.Miner, I am blue rank, having completed about half of the black maps. So there are definitely people that are better than myself, and I'm sure Lamp would say the same. But we're definitely not bad, and we thought that we would do a little bit of a reaction to Parkour Civilization to see, as you know, parkour players, what a Parkour Civilization would look like and how this was addressed in this movie. I watched like the very first episode like 6 months ago or something, and Lamp, have you seen any of this video so far?
I've only seen like the first clip.
Yeah, okay. So we're both pretty going into this pretty blind, but we're excited to react to see what's going on within this, because it's been blowing up all over both of our YouTubes, both of our Twitters, both of basically everything. It's been blowing up everywhere. Anything you want to say before we get started?
Parkour.
Okay. Let me hear first, folks. Parkour.
Parkour.
In that case, let's go ahead and get started.
Oh, open up. It's time for parkour.
All right, time for my mandatory parkour check. Let's get this over with.
You're late. You know the deal. You can do the one block jump for the raw chicken, or you can attempt the one block vertical jump for the beef.
Here in parkour,
One block vertical jump for the beef. He said the thing.
He said it.
All right, I'll try not to
Parkour
pause
Civilization,
every
no one
5
chooses to
seconds.
jump for the beef. It's better to be safe and do the one block jump for the chicken rather than risk your entire life for just half a hunger bar more.
Tomorrow, you better not be late, or you'll be doing 2 block jumps as punishment.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I won't be late next time. Down here, us parkour noobs only get fed once a day. One piece of raw chicken is just enough to get you to the next day. But that's the life of Parkour Civilization. If you want to survive, you have to parkour. Every parkour
How long
noob
do you
has the
think it
same goal,
took 'em
and that's
to
to make it
build,
to the
like,
top layer
all of
where
those
all the
dirt
parkour
blocks?
pros live. Except most parkour pros are born on the top layer.
did it
If you're a
in
parkour
World, and
noob,
it's, like,
there's only
like,
one way up, and that
30
is through the
minutes, maybe?
Temple of Parkour. The Temple of Parkour is the only
Which
structure
world
in the
edit?
world that combines the bottom layer to the top layer.
'Cause I
To
just,
make
like,
it up, you have to do an
progressively copied
impossibly hard
bigger and
parkour
bigger
course that
sections
no
of it
parkour noob has
and
ever
pasted.
completed. And that's assuming you even get the chance to complete the course. The inside of the temple is protected by a barrier, and the only way a parkour noob gets past the
little loud,
barrier is
isn't
if
it?
they've earned a ticket. I've never even tried getting a ticket before, but if I'm gonna rank up to a parkour pro one day, I'm gonna have to. In my neighborhood, pretty much everyone has fallen into the void and died, except for the guy who lives right next to me. He's been my neighbor for 5 years. No! Why did he try going for the beef? Well, I guess I have to change my statement. I now live in this neighborhood alone. In Parkour Civilization, only parkour pros are allowed to break or place blocks. For parkour noobs, it's strictly prohibited. And unfortunately, I found that out the hard way. A while ago, I was searching around and I somehow stumbled upon an oak log. No one has seen an oak log in years since trees don't exist in Parkour Civilization. So I had to try to take it.
Stop
What
right
happens
now.
Oh,
to
no,
make
I'm done for.
What
You really
happens
thought you
to
could
make
break
logs
that without me
disappear?
noticing? What, were you gonna try to cheat parkour?
No, sir, I didn't try to cheat.
maybe
I
the
just thought it
Lorax.
would be super rare
Wait,
and I
no, the
wanted to
Lorax
collect it.
Stop
Grow the
talking.
trees.
Give me 2 jumps
You're the
now.
one slayer.
Two jumps
The
in a
Lorax is a
row?
parkour
Okay,
pro, is what
sorry,
you're
sir.
saying?
I'll do it right now.
You know what? You seem a little
Wait,
too happy
maybe.
about 2. Let's make it 3.
Okay, I'll do 3.
You know what? Now let's make it 4 jumps in a row.
It is.
Ah,
yeah,
4 in a
I
row?
think.
Come on.
No,
In
I think
Parkour
in Horton,
Civilization,
here's a who.
it should be no surprise that all
Or no.
punishments were just
I think
more
in
forms of
Horton, here's a
parkour.
who.
And that was the last time I
The
ever
kid's
tried
like a
breaking a
parkour
block.
bro.
You're lucky you got a light punishment. Don't forget, you're at the bottom, so follow the rules.
It's safe to say that if you're at the bottom level of Parkour Civilization, it's not exactly the best. But not everything in Parkour Civilization is that bad. For example, I was able to use parkour to buy the biggest house in the neighborhood. In Parkour Civilization, literally everything is parkour, and that means parkour has replaced money.
Welcome. Choose which house you want to buy.
It's pretty nice. In Parkour Civilization,
So-
all you have to do to buy anything is just make more parkour jumps. I'm not really sure why or how parkour
Wait, what's
works
the
as a
ladder
currency,
jump?
but all I know is
No,
I
it's
basically
just
bought
like
a
you
two-story
jump
house for
into the
free.
ladder.
Somehow when I was buying
Oh,
my house,
that's-
I
it's,
convinced
like, really
myself to
easy.
go for the ladder jump to buy the bigger house.
Yeah, like-
in Parkour Civilization,
I think you
parkour
can just
jumps
walk
with
and make
trickier
that.
Yeah,
items
you
like
walk and hold
ladders are
spacebar
worth
and you can
more.
make
That's
that
why
jump,
this
like,
jump
instantly.
basically bought me a mansion.
Yeah.
No, wait. Thank you for buying the big house. Let me take you right to it. Just follow me.
Let's go.
He's
This
gonna
is
fall.
awesome. I just bought my first house. All houses
Oh, I thought
in
the real
Parkour
estate agent was gonna fall.
Civilization
That
are
would've been funny.
pre-built, and they all have one thing in common. It's a requirement that every single
just,
house
like,
has a
sprints
parkour
away.
jump inside to get to your bed. This is a way to make sure everyone in Parkour Civilization parkours everywhere they go, even inside the house.
So, this is the neighborhood you'll be living in. You're the only two-story house here. So if you follow me, I'll give you a house tour.
This is so sick. That ladder jump literally made me
Does
the
he have a
richest one in
slim
the
skin
neighborhood.
that he
As you
accidentally
can
put
see,
on a thick
You have a jump
model?
on the top floor
Like
does,
right there?
yeah.
and a jump on
Ooh.
the bottom floor. Let me show you the upstairs, and the house is all
Ooh.
yours.
All right. I mean, everything looks good. I just have to do this jump to my bed. Yeah, I think I got everything figured out.
Perfect. Last thing, I just need to
I
check
mean,
if
that
your
one's
parkour
fail
jump is
safe.
good.
How
If
are
you fall,
supposed
you
to
can
check
use
if it's good? Wait, what?
Yeah,
Did this
but
guy
like
for real?
only if you jump over like this part or maybe that part over there. But called it. The real estate
Oh,
agent
just
was
jump
gonna
off?
fall.
I'm really confused.
Yeah,
Is he
but, like,
alive?
if you, like,
Why
if you,
did
like,
he
walk-
do that?
you, like,
Alright,
fall on
just
the
wanted to
edge.
confirm that your house is ready
Oh.
to move in. The guy did in fact die, so everything should be good.
That guy seriously died?
Why do they have so
don't
many
worry about
Vine
it. It's a
boom
part of the
effects in
job.
this
Enjoy
movie?
your house.
How is that a part of the job?
I don't know.
What? No one really remembers
Maybe it
how
was, like,
Parkour
all their budget, so
Civilization
they just
started.
put it
Most of the
everywhere.
parkour noobs down here at least think that the parkour pros were the ones who started it. But the truth is, I think I was the one who started it. For some reason, I can't remember the best, but I'm pretty sure this is how the story went. Yo, see what? Yo, hello? Bro, you think I could get a diamond real quick? I was mining for like 3 hours and I only found 2 diamonds. I just want to make a diamond pickaxe.
Sorry. Don't have any to spare.
Bro, come on, don't be like that. You were literally just holding one. Dude, just give me one and I'll pay you back later. I just need a pickaxe.
All right, fine. Give me 1 second. If you want a diamond, you gotta give me something. All right, watch out. Back up for 1 second. Look, if you can make this 4-block jump, I'll pay you 1 diamond.
Make this 4-block jump. Wait, why? Why are you gonna pay me to do parkour? What do you even gain from this?
I don't know. I've just never seen anyone do it before. I'd pay to see it done.
Okay, I'll take the offer. Oh, this is so annoying. All right, just give me a second. I know it's possible. I've done it before.
I told you, bro, it's not possible.
Just stop talking and watch. I'm gonna do it in like 30 seconds. And there we go. Finally. Look.
Yep. So 4-block jump, definitely possible, but that is like the furthest amount of blocks that you can make a jump if you're just talking about whole blocks. Right?
Well, I mean, technically.
Technically, there's some other things you can
Technically.
do if you want to make a longer jump. But like if you're just straight up jumping from a full block to a full block, 4 blocks is like the maximum distance you can make
Yeah.
without any extra tools or help. But that there's a lot to get into there that we don't want to spend too much time on.
I know you can do like a 5-block with Optifine with like a jump of momentum, but I don't know if you can
Really?
like force momentum 5-block with Optifine. Yeah, there's some weird like Optifine makes you slightly faster,
Huh.
at least in 1.8, like in older versions of Optifine. So I think if you 45 strafe with Optifine with like 3 blocks of momentum, you can make it, but I'm not sure if you can force momentum it.
Interesting. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
I told you it was possible.
No way. That was actually incredible. All right, well, I got my money's worth.
Let's go. I got paid for parkour.
If you want, I can keep making more parkour for you to do, and I'll pay you for it.
Are you kidding? Dude, totally. All right, I'll be back here tomorrow, I guess. And this is basically how parkouring for money started. The next day I showed up to Siwat's house. He offered me way more diamonds this time, and he
I wish I could
constructed an
parkour for
entire
money.
parkour course outside of his house to do. But little did we know that this parkour course would completely change the way that the world works. Soon after this event,
that was a really
the
easy
parkour
parkour
civilization
course.
began. Now that I think about it, there's kind of an unexplainable gap between those events and now, but oh well.
Parkour check time.
That's
You
a
got
cool
30
shot.
seconds.
Another beautiful morning, and I have to parkour for some more raw chicken that will make me starve even more. All right, I'm here.
1 block for raw chicken, 1 block vertical for beef. What are you choosing today?
Considering my neighbor just died for going for the beef, I'm just gonna go with the chicken again.
Keep in mind, there's a ticket event today. It's gonna be about 200 blocks west.
This was huge news. If there actually was a ticket event today, I would need to go for the beef. Ticket events are usually far away, and I would starve by the time
you
I
can
got there
jump
if I
from
chose the
there
chicken.
for-
But
Yeah,
luckily-
yeah. Everyone on Twitter
Whoa.
was telling me that you're able to move over to the side. So you don't even have to do the vertical jump. You can jump over to the side, and then it becomes like even more ridiculously easy.
Yeah, that feels illegal.
But no, apparently that is completely allowed. So
Okay, so is it not allowed to just jump to the chicken and then jump to the beef?
well, yeah, because actually that's a good point. Because you are still doing the 1 block jump, which you would get
Yeah.
the chicken for, and the 1 jump block vertical, which you would do for the beef. So I don't know. I
Yeah, I don't know. Every time I've tried the diagonal jump too, I pick up both the beef and the chicken.
that's probably why he went over to the side before he made the jump.
Yeah.
I got the
That's why you do the diagonal jump though, so you get both of them.
Yeah, that's true.
beef.
No way. You made that jump? You might become a parkour pro one day.
Wait, you really think I could
I
rank
thought
up
he was
to
about
be a
back
parkour
up off the
pro?
block.
Not a chance. You're a parkour noob. You guys never rank up.
It's important to know that parkour pros have really big egos and they like to put down the parkour noobs. This was
That's
an
true.
important
This
day.
is true,
This
yeah.
was only the second time I've
Can
jumped for
confirm.
the beef, and now I have a chance to earn a ticket. The ticket events are so risky because they're located so far away. If I wasn't
Ooh,
paying
he can almost
attention, I
sprint.
could miss just one of these one-block
He can
jumps,
sprint,
and my
can he?
entire chances of
300?
becoming a parkour pro would be over. But
think you
luckily,
need
I made it to the
3.5,
ticket event. When
dude.
I
I
got here,
actually
there were
don't
only
know.
3 parkour noobs in line to do the parkour course. Most noobs don't even show up for the courses anymore because if you miss one jump, you end up like
I
this
know,
guy.
I
And that's
forget
the
now.
price you pay if you want a ticket to be a parkour pro. I watched as the second noob fell to the void. Hey man, do you think you could go already?
I don't know, man. I'm kind of nervous I'm gonna fall.
No, you don't need to be nervous. I'm sure you're fine. Oh,
Oh.
shoot. Okay. Never mind then. Before going for it, I wanted to study the parkour course. You see, every
This
week
is smart.
the ticket
This is
challenge
smart. Always
changes,
make
and it's
sure you know what
completely
jump
random.
you're doing.
And this week's course was extremely difficult. There was a
What is it
2-block
for?
jump to get to the ticket, and if you get it, a 2-block jump to
Oh,
get
it's a
out of it.
ticket,
Here's the
okay.
thing about parkour civilization. Parkour can be
Ooh, it's a
used for
2-block.
anything, and that includes bribing parkour pros. Check this out. If I do a parkour jump with the 360, will you replace one of the 2-block jumps with a 1-block jump?
You want to do a 1-block jump with a 360? Fine. There's no way you're going to make it, but I'll accept.
Let's go, the parkour pro accepted by bribe. And now I have another problem. I have to do a 360? Have I even done this before? Whatever, I'm just gonna go for it. Please make it. No way. I actually did
hold
it.
on.
All right,
Hold
deals
on.
for whatever. I'm
That-
just gonna
that
go
was
for it.
one- that
Please
was
make it.
not-
Yeah, that was like a
No way.
180.
I actually did it. All right, deal's
Yeah,
a
also
deal,
he was
right?
over
I'm
the
not
block
going to lie.
before he
That was the
started
coolest thing I've seen a
360.
parkour noob do. Well, the deal's a deal. Here you go.
Let's go. Now there was only one 2-block jump in the course.
Still got to make the first 2-block jump, noob.
Yeah, whatever. Just let me do the course, bro. This was my best chance to finally
I
earn
think
a
what,
ticket. If I
plus one
actually
is
get this ticket,
max
I could access the
for
parkour
no sprint?
temple and make my way
Yeah.
up into a better life as a parkour
I think
pro.
so.
There was no turning back now.
I don't remember
had to
exactly.
start the course. Most parkour noobs aren't experienced with diagonal jumps, but somehow I got past it. And now was the 2-block jump. This was life or death. I closed my eyes and I went for it. I expected
Nice.
to be falling thousands of
Ooh.
feet per second into the
That
void,
actually
but
is,
to my
like,
surprise,
a
I was
nerve-wracking
standing on
jump
the platform
if,
with
like,
the
it's
ticket.
easily-
And thanks
if
to the
you
deal
can
I made
fail it
with
so
the
easily
Parkour
like
Pro,
that.
I only had a 1-block
Yeah.
jump to get out of the course. This was life-changing. This was the first time
It's,
I've
like,
ever
pretty
received a
close to
ticket
3
to
plus
access the
1
Parkour
sprint.
Temple. And I promised myself
terms
that
of,
I
like,
wasn't going
how
to waste it. I made my way
far you
over
have to
to the
jump from the
Parkour Temple. I was in a good
void,
spot.
or
I had
from
3
the
full
edge.
hunger bars, which is the most hunger a parkour noob can have. This was it.
Oh,
There was
wait.
no better time, no more perfect time to try making the parkour course to rank up to a parkour pro. I walked up to the hoppers in the ground and I threw in my ticket. After a few seconds, the invisible barrier that guards the parkour temple was down. And now, of course, I had to make sure I didn't fail the 1-block jump to actually get inside the temple. I made the 1-block jump successfully, and now I was officially inside the temple. This was it. This was the moment I've been waiting for my entire life. This was the parkour course that no parkour noob has ever beaten. If you miss any of these jumps, you'll either die from fall damage or fall directly into the void. But I've come too far and I've practiced
Oh my
too
God,
much
this is
to have that
nerve-wracking.
happen. I wasn't
mean,
just going to
a
be
little
another
bit, yeah.
parkour noob that fails this course.
Yeah.
I was going to be the first one to rank up to become a parkour pro. My journey to becoming a parkour pro starts now.
Oh my god.
So this is where the first video ends. So this is as far as I've seen.
I didn't see this. I didn't know you fell.
Yeah, he just slipped something in, and now
Hey,
oh,
wake up. You want a chance to eat today
Ooh.
or what?
All right, let's get this over with.
Let's
This
go.
is parkour prison.
Hurry up and
I
do the
think so.
parkour, noob.
Down here in parkour prison, even the cells have 1-block jumps. If you miss a single jump, or if a parkour pro catches you not jumping for 30 seconds, you'll be thrown into the lava.
Oh.
All right, I
Oh.
gotta ask. Do you want to do a diagonal jump to reduce your prison sentence time?
Most parkour noobs would never take this deal. Diagonal jumps are just not worth the risk. But I wasn't just gonna sit in parkour prison my entire life. If there was any chance I could get out sooner,
Nice.
I was gonna
Ooh.
take it.
That was unexpected. Congrats. You've earned 1 day off your prison time. That means you go from 49 years and 320 days to 49 years and 319 days left.
So how many diagonal jumps would that have to be to get out like right away?
Wait, let me pull up the calculator.
That's a
really
lot of
quickly.
math. That's like 365 times. Hold on, 365 times 49 plus
Mhm.
320. So you would only have to do that jump 18,205 times.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
That's not that bad. You just need like the right setup, but like you can do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is how my life is gonna be for the next 49 years in parkour prison. That is, unless I find a way to get to that portal and make my way back to parkour civilization. Parkour prison is located directly under the bottom layer of parkour civilization. If a parkour noob misses any jump, they fall into the void and end up here. And the only way back to civilization is to spend 50 years here without failing a jump. Before I was sent here, I never knew this place existed. And I was so close to becoming a parkour pro.
So-
My entire life, I've been training for one goal, and that's to go to the Temple of Parkour and complete the impossible course to rank up to become a parkour pro.
So I always assumed that if you fail to jump in parkour civilization, you would automatically die. If you fail a jump in, because the void kills you, right?
Mm.
So if you fall in parkour prison, right, there's lava, right?
Yeah.
So you would imagine that you would die, right?
Yeah.
But what if you actually just end up going to like parkour hell or something?
Ooh, what would parkour hell be if parkour prison is all 1 jumps?
Effect parkour.
I had everything.
Oh,
I earned
no.
the ticket to get inside the temple, and I had enough food to make the journey.
Slowness.
But when the time came, I failed the first jump. And now I'm dead. What?
This is why we use
the-
setups, chat.
Where am I?
Welcome to Parkour Prison, or as most noobs call it, their worst nightmare. If you'll just follow me, I'll take you right to your cell.
Parkour prison? What is this place? I don't get it. How am I still alive?
Hey, and just make sure you don't miss any of these 1-block jumps, because if you fall in the lava, you will die for real this time.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
not a problem.
Alright.
I've
Well,
never
that
missed
answered
a
my
1-block
question.
jump in my life. What I didn't get is why parkour prison existed. Instead of letting the parkour noobs just fall
Well, I
into
mean,
the
maybe they
void,
just say
somehow
that.
this
Maybe that is
massive
parkour
structure
hell.
was made under the void to catch us. But why?
Alright, noob, this
That
is your
is a
cell.
good question.
Go on in.
All of the cells in parkour prison were separated by a 3-block gap, meaning once I went inside this cell, I would never be able to escape.
What if
but
he,
that wasn't gonna stop me from trying.
What if they get
Make
energy
sure
from
you're doing at
parkouring?
least 1 jump in your cell every 30 seconds. If one of us catches
Oh,
you
like a
not
Monsters,
jumping,
Inc.
you're not
thing?
making it
Yeah.
out of here.
Just minutes before this, I
That's
was about
possible.
to
We
rank
get
up
energy
to be a
from
parkour
parkour.
pro, and now I'm in the most dangerous place in parkour civilization. As far as I'm concerned, I'm the only noob right now in parkour prison. My guess is most of them by now fell in the lava. Wait, there's
Yeah, I don't
actually
know.
someone here. Let's go, I'm not alone down here. Wait, why does this guy look familiar? He's been my neighbor for 5 years.
Oh my god.
It's the neighbor.
Why did he try going for the beef? No way, it is my neighbor. Wow, I'm so glad I'm not alone down here. No! Dude, what is wrong with this guy? All right, he has to be doing it on
Bro
purpose
has the
at this
worst
point.
luck.
The only thing that's better about
does.
Parkour Prison is they feed us fish instead of raw
Wait,
chicken.
was there
Hey,
death
noob,
particles
let's
there?
go.
Ooh, let's check.
Better about Parkour. What is wrong with this guy? All right, he has to
Oh,
be doing
okay,
it on
yeah,
purpose at
okay.
this
He's
point.
dead.
The only thing that's
Yeah.
better about Parkour Prison is they feed us fish instead of raw chicken.
Hey, noob, let's go. You've been selected for parkour testing. Be down there in 30 seconds.
And this is one
Oh.
of the not so good parts about prison, the random parkour testing. Bro, wait, you didn't even fill in this gap. Ah, man, now I gotta do another 1-block jump. If you're a prisoner here, the only thing you hope for is that you don't get selected for random parkour testing. Every
Yeah.
few days, the pros will pick a noob at random to test out a new course they've built. This time, the
Ooh.
course I was selected for had fence parkour. If I failed to make this 1-block fence jump, I wouldn't be coming back.
Let's go. We don't have all day. Get on the course.
Yes, sir. I'm going right now. The worst part about these random courses is that they intentionally use harder blocks for the jumps. The pros know that the noobs have almost
Ooh,
no
that was
experience with
fast.
fence jumps, but they build them anyways.
All right, testing.
Yeah,
complete.
that's-
Back to your cell in 30 seconds.
That's just a normal 1-block jump, like, right? Well, I guess the fences are a little bit more narrow, so
Yeah, it's like 1.5 or something.
so 1.5 blocks, something like
By
that.
some miracle, I was
Maybe
able
like
to get past this
1.25
week's
or
random
something.
testing course.
Close
But what about the
enough.
next week or the week after
Yeah.
that? There's going to be some day when they build a jump that I can't do, and I need to get out of here before that happens. Luckily, I've been thinking of a plan to make my escape. Back in Parkour Civilization, I used parkour to bribe one of the pros, and now I was going to do it again. Hey, guard!
What do you want, noob?
I got something
Isn't
to
that
show
the
you.
real
Can you come
estate
over
agent
here?
that fell at the start?
Oh wait, yeah. Wait, if he has the skin error on the back of his skin,
This better be
then
worth
it
my
is for
time,
sure.
or I'm not feeding you tomorrow. Okay, what?
Oh, nothing really. I just wanted to ask
He
you
has
if
the
I
skin
could
error.
pay
I
you
know
in
this one.
3 diagonal jumps in a row for 5 minutes of free time?
3 in a row?
Yep, 3 in a row. What do you think?
You're definitely not making that. But it's not like I care anyways. Sure.
Like always, parkour can be used to get out of any situation. But now, I had one chance to make 3
Yep.
diagonal jumps in a row, or else I was dead. Come on. 1, 2,
There's a setup
3.
for this.
Oh,
I
wait,
can
I
guarantee
actually
that.
did it.
Okay, 5 minutes of free time.
I mean,
but
you can just go
better
to,
be
like,
back in your
the
cell
very
by the time
edge
I
and
get
just-
back.
The bribe
Yeah, you
was,
could-
now
yeah,
I had 5
you
minutes
could
to
jam
roam
that.
around parkour prison
Yeah.
to see if I could find a way to escape. I had no clue what was going to happen to me after I escaped, but I didn't have time to think about that right now. When I jumped around the prison, I noticed someone doing the random testing course. Wait, is that who I think it is? No, you don't need to be nervous. I'm sure you're fine. Oh,
my God.
No way, it is the guy who failed the ticket event in front of me. That guy was nice. I hope he clutches up these glass jumps and makes it back to civilization. Oh,
Oh.
something was strange about this.
Bro needs to
testing
stop
course. Why were
talking.
they
He keeps
using
jinxing
glass
people.
for parkour?
Does.
Glass jumps aren't even a thing at the parkour
Maybe
noob
that.
level.
Maybe
If
he just
noobs
has,
have
like,
never done glass jumps, why would they use them to
curse.
test the jumps? I just gotta get out of
I bet you're trying to think of a plan to escape, right?
What? Escape? What are you talking about? I would never try to escape.
You're not?
You
I
think
was
it's
gonna
better
take
with
you
captions?
to the portal, but if you don't want to,
This obviously seems like
Um,
you're trying to set me up.
I don't.
it's not a
mind one way or
setup.
another.
No one
Okay.
says you have to stay here. You can leave at any time. Just follow me and I'll take you there.
I'm
What?
99% sure I'm being
Oh.
led into a trap, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, wait, it
If
does
he
have the
gets me
skin
close
error.
to the portal, I'll try to improvise. If this guard was leading me into a trap, I couldn't see what it was. He was already getting me so close
No,
to
it's
the
just a
portal.
hard
At this
jump,
point,
that's
I
why.
was just gonna have to take a chance and hope that he was telling me the truth. I was now 5 blocks away from going back to Parkour
Wait, maybe,
Civilization.
Wait, that's parkour
You can leave
hell.
now if you accept the terms that you can never earn a ticket to rank up to become a parkour pro for the rest of your life.
Whoa.
Saying if I go back to Parkour Civilization
no.
now, I can never be a parkour pro?
That's correct. Or you can wait out the remainder of your 49 years here in prison.
So this was the catch. I could leave parkour prison right now, but in return, I could never become a parkour pro.
Cookie
No!
Tower of Adventure.
Not the ad.
Ooh. You might want to You might want to have like a hotkey to like turn this off in case you get like a location specific ad.
Maybe.
Try to survive here
Maybe.
for another 49
We'll
years.
see.
It wasn't worth it to stay. I needed to get out of here. Okay, I've made my decision. I'm gonna go back.
So you accept. Good luck.
This was it. The work was done. I escaped parkour prison. But at what cost? Leaving now meant that I would be a noob for the rest of my life. When I went through the portal, I was brought back into Parkour Civilization. The portal spawned me at the entrance of the Temple of Parkour. This was probably the last time I would ever step foot in this temple. I had my chance to rank up to become a pro, and I failed. Now, I can never earn a ticket ever again.
No,
You know,
it's
it's not
sad.
the worst thing in the
That
world.
is
Now,
sad.
I can just go back to my ordinary
He's
life
gonna fall
in
down.
Parkour Civilization.
Please.
You know, now that I think about it, it's
Okay,
not the worst
okay.
situation in the world. I mean, at least I still have my mansion. Wait, who is this? I still own this house, right?
No, you don't. This house no longer belongs to you. This parkour noob just purchased this new mansion, so you'll have to leave now.
Wait. This guy just bought my house?
Oh,
How can he do
no.
that?
Well, you fell and went to parkour prison, so you lost the house. When you were down there, this parkour noob bought it.
Bro, really? Wow, so I really don't own this house anymore. Well, this guy can enjoy...
Okay, it's for sale now.
Let's go, so I can move back into my house?
After you buy it again, sure.
Wait, really? Are you serious? I have to buy it again? I went back to the shop to go buy my mansion
Oh,
again,
they made
but
it
while I was at
harder.
Parkour Prison, something bad
Ooh.
happened. The prices for houses in my neighborhood went way up.
No,
Now, If I wanted to
inflation.
buy my mansion, I would have had to pay for it with a
The
two-block
economy's
jump.
in
It was too
shambles.
risky. I was gonna have to find somewhere else to live. Fortunately, I found another
No,
shop
just
that
do
was
the
selling
two-block
wood
jump. You got
houses.
it.
A bit of a downgrade from the stone house, but it was all I could afford. I could either do a 1-block fence jump for a small house or a 1.5-block stair jump for a large house. I figured if I'm gonna be living on the noob level for my entire life, I might as well buy the big house. Luckily, escaping Parkour Prison gave me the confidence to make the jump easily. Now, I got a mansion in a new neighborhood where, not to my surprise, everyone fell into the void, so it's just me living here. The house is definitely a bit of a downgrade from my previous mansion, but it's still a 2-story house
kinda
and
like
it
this
has
one
a
better.
painting, which is
It
something you
feels
don't really
homey.
see that often
Wait,
in Parkour
check
Civilization.
the painting, check
I
the
just
painting.
keep wondering what my life
Ooh,
would have been like
true.
if I actually made it to the pro civilization. Now, I don't think I'll ever figure out what it looks like up there. I just wish that... Whoa! What?
Told
was
you.
that?
Whoa.
When I went to sit in my
Whoa.
chair, I backed up against the wall and there was nothing behind me. This painting was covering something. I walked through the painting and it revealed a secret
Oh my God,
door.
this is
For
like
some reason, this
Encanto.
house I bought had some hidden passage. Whoever made this was obviously trying to hide something. But what was it? There was a ladder that led to the bottom floor, and when I got down there,
Whoa.
I found
It's
a
parkour
man.
grandpa.
Somehow there was already someone living here. By their leather boots, I could tell it was a parkour noob. This was obviously some
Bruno.
mistake. I went to go leave, but then
Wait,
Wait, we don't talk about them.
the man
Oh,
spoke
yeah,
to me.
my bad, my
He
bad.
said he's been watching me.
I watched you enter the
Oh my
Temple of
God.
Parkour. I think you have what it takes to rank up.
I'm sorry, man. I think you're confused. I can never earn a ticket anymore. I'm gonna be a parkour noob forever.
No, there is still a way I can get you a
I
ticket.
knew it.
Wait. What are you talking about?
When I was younger, I earned myself a ticket, but I never used it. Instead, I hid it far, far away.
The old man said it wasn't his destiny to rank up to be a pro,
No,
but it was
old
mine.
man.
He brought out a compass and he threw it to me. He told me that if I followed this compass, I'll find the
Oh, hey,
hidden
recovery
ticket.
compass.
This was the
I think that's the
second
first
chance I
time I've
was
seen it
looking
used.
for. I had no way
Ever.
of knowing whether the old man was telling the truth or not, but at this point, I had nothing.
Actually, I was
to
gonna
lose.
say I've never
maybe
seen
this
a
works,
regular
maybe it
compass
doesn't.
be
All I
used,
know
but
is that I
mine's
wasn't
like
done with
Hunger
Parkour
Games.
Civilization just yet.
Yeah,
Just
okay,
one jump
come
at
on.
a time, and I should be there soon.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, this can't be good.
This is a parkour checkpoint. Why do you want to leave parkour civilization?
If the pro found out why I was really
Wait,
out
this
here,
is like
I might
Courtney
go
Years
back to
Who.
parkour prison. I was gonna need an excuse. I just wanted to practice.
Really is
my
just
2-block
combining all of our
Listen,
favorite
noob, out
movies.
there, you'd never survive. Besides, what do you need to practice for? You can never rank up, buddy.
Despite my convincing story, it didn't work. I was in big trouble now. Following this compass is the only possible way I can make it up to the Parkour Pro civilization. I was gonna have to try something else.
I told you to go home.
What if I paid you with a backwards jump?
A backwards jump?
Okay, at least he's listening, and now I get one chance at this. Oh,
Nice.
Oh my god, I actually made it. That was crazy.
Wait, no, that was crazy. Move aside and let me try this.
You got it. Just make sure you jump far enough. Oh, shoot.
Nice.
That was not my plan. I thought he was just gonna let me pass.
That actually is like a
I guess that
weird jump
works.
to
Now
take.
that I made it past the parkour
Yeah.
checkpoint, it was time to go searching
Especially if
for
you
the
don't do it
hidden
in
ticket.
F5.
That's
Yeah,
assuming that
I-
the ticket
yeah.
I'm looking for is
That's
even
our
real.
pro tip.
After the
Do that in
mysterious
F5.
old man gave me this
Yeah.
compass and told me that it would lead to a ticket to rank up to Parkour Pro Civilization, I immediately started preparing for the journey because this time I wasn't gonna fail. The biggest problem I had to solve was my food supply. Parkour noobs only get fed once a day, and if this compass was taking me far away, there was no way I would survive on the raw chicken. So for the past week, I've been doing the beef jump every single morning, and for the rest of the day, I tried not to parkour at all so I could save the food. But that's when I almost got caught.
Hold up, what was that sound?
Oh no, I'm starving. This isn't good.
Why are you taking damage? Are you starving?
Ooh.
Starving? No, I'm just in pain because I love parkour so much and I wish I could do it all the time.
Oh man, sorry to hear that. Yeah, love hurts. Well, I hope you feel better.
By some miracle, the parkour pro bought my excuse. If the pro
No,
stayed
yeah, as a
around for
parkour
any
pro, I would
longer,
believe that.
might have starved to death.
Yeah.
I had to eat the piece of beef that I just jumped for, but it didn't matter. I had already prepared enough. By rationing my food, I was able to save up 4 pieces of meat for
Nice.
the journey. I had no clue whether this would be enough food to survive the trip, but the old man said I had everything I needed, so I guess I was just gonna have to trust him again. Now, it was time to go searching for the ticket. Crossing this line of stone means I'm heading into the parkour outskirts. No noob, including myself, has
Whoa.
ever been out here, and probably
It's
for a
like,
good reason.
this is
All
just
I
like
know is that
Transformers
the further
1.
away you get from parkour civilization, the more
Ooh, wait,
dangerous
there's, like,
the jumps
gaps.
become. Already, I was
Ooh.
starting to see huge chunks
Ooh.
of parkour missing. No one knows how the outskirts came to be like this, or at least no one down here knows. Unfortunately, the compass kept taking me further and further away from parkour civilization. The old man must have hid the ticket out here knowing that no
The hardest
parkour
part
pro
of
would
this is
ever
probably
go
just
this
like
deep
doing
to
that many
retrieve it.
jumps
I
in a
was
row.
running out of time. I had already
Yeah,
been jumping
without
for hours,
slipping.
and
Yeah.
now I'm down to 1 piece of raw beef left. And still, I found nothing.
Ooh, he's not
That
gonna be
was
able to make it
until I
back.
saw something in the distance. I had
Oh.
no way of knowing, but I had a feeling that this was what I was looking for. In all my time here in parkour civilization, I have never seen anything like this. This couldn't be a coincidence, which means I was gonna have to go parkour to the top. I haven't really prepared for anything like this. Vertical jumps don't exist naturally down here. The only place I've seen vertical jumps is when I jump for food. Luckily, I made it to the top without falling into the void. I didn't see anything
That's
at first
crazy.
glance, but when I pulled out my compass, I was in the right place. I didn't get it. The compass was pointing me to the exact block I was
Break a
standing
block,
on.
break
the
a
ticket
block.
should
It's gonna
be
break
here,
it.
unless
No
the
way.
old man hid the ticket out of sight and put it underground. If
He's
I
gonna
broke
do it.
this grass block and
He's
a
gonna
parkour
do
pro
it.
catches me, I would for sure be going
my
back to
God.
prison for life this time. But if I'm gonna have any shot at making it up to the parkour pro civilization, I'm gonna take that chance. Well, here goes nothing. I broke the block.
He
and
did
from the
it.
ground, there was a chest.
Oh my
I
God.
couldn't believe it. I had actually found the ticket. But when I opened the chest, something was wrong. There was no ticket to be found, just a barrier. The old man lied to me. There was no ticket to get up to the pro civilization. Why would he send me all the way out here to get a barrier block?
Why would
this didn't
he?
make any sense. The old man knew I would risk my entire life for a ticket, but he set me up. There had to be some explanation for this. Well, if I'm lucky to survive the trip back, I can ask him why he sent me all the way out here just to get a barrier block, which is also illegal to have. By some miracle, I made it back to the parkour checkpoint without falling.
Hey, you. You were the last one to see the pro stationed here. What happened to him?
Oh, well, I showed him a backwards jump and then he tried it for himself and then fell.
You? A backwards jump? Are you serious?
Yeah?
Okay, now I have to try. So you just go backwards?
Okay, he's gone too. Am I gonna be
Bro.
paid for this? Fortunately, I made it back to my house and no
Bro's
parkour pro
KD
has
is
caught me
insane
with the
right
barrier
now,
block.
not
Now
even
it's
on
time to ask
purpose.
this old man why in the
I mean, they're
world
all in
he sent me
prison
out
now,
there
it's
to
like-
retrieve
That's
this.
true.
All right, bro, are you gonna explain to me why?
I'm curious. Is he
When
is
I
he in
got down
prison?
to the basement,
Or would
the
they be
old
in
man
prison?
was
What
nowhere
happens to
be
parkour
found.
pros?
All that
Do
was
they just
left
catch
was a
noobs?
hole in the ground. Did he jump
don't-
into the void on purpose? I don't understand what's going
Well,
on.
I mean,
but
the
that's when I
the
paid attention
realtor
to the
guy was
item
in
that was
prison.
left on the ground. I knew what
The
it was
realtor-
before I even
real-
picked it
real-
up.
Yeah, but he was
It was a
working in
ticket
prison.
to rank up to become a
Right?
parkour pro. The
Yeah, but he,
old
like, he
man
fell in
had
the
it on
void.
him the entire time, but still
Like-
sent me to retrieve the
Mm.
barrier block. The old
Maybe it
man wanted
depends
me
on-
to
Yeah.
find this barrier for a reason. And
Which
now this was
parkour
the
pro
sign that I
falls
was
in.
ready to rank up to become a parkour pro. It was time to head to the parkour temple. I made my way back to the place that I never thought I'd
He's gonna
step
get in
foot
trouble
again.
or fall
A
again.
place where no parkour
Yes.
noob in history has ever made it out alive. I went ahead and ate my last piece of beef. Just like last time, I was in such a perfect spot. 3 full bars of hunger is exactly what I need to make it to the top. The barrier guarding the temple was up, so I threw in my ticket and the entrance to the parkour temple was now open. All I had to do now was do something that I totally never do, and that's fail 1 block jumps. Okay, I made the first jump. That's always a good sign. This time around was different. I wasn't gonna let the pressure get to me. I was gonna be the first noob to ever rank up to the pro civilization. Ah, no. Looking at this jump is giving me flashbacks. My journey to becoming
If
a
he falls
parkour
again.
pro starts now.
That would be
No,
funny.
this time was different.
Yeah!
I successfully made the first
Yo.
jump, and for the first time in my life, I was actually on the parkour course. Now, all I
just,
had
like,
to do
missing, like,
was
a
just
random
take it
two
one jump
block
at a
in a
time. The
speed
first
run.
section was the stone blocks. So far, I've only encountered
I
one
get
block
that.
vertical jumps, but they were nothing I couldn't handle. Even though I had been on the course for a good amount of time, I was still ways away from making it to the top. After I passed the stone block section, I moved on to the stone
Ooh,
slab
slabs
section.
are a pain.
Slabs aren't too common in the noob level of Parkour Civilization, but luckily, this section wasn't too hard. But it was the next section I was worried about, the stair jumps. This next jump I had to complete was by far
Ooh,
the
that's a
hardest
long
jump
jump.
I've ever seen. It was a 2-block jump, but I had to go up half a block.
Ooh.
But I didn't come all this way to give up. I went
I
for
mean,
the
I feel
jump,
like you can
but
make
I
even
jumped too early. I thought this was it.
Oh.
By some miracle, a block below me broke my fall, and I only took 2.5 hearts of damage. But that was too close to call. If I was even the slightest bit off, I could have been all the way down there in the void. On my second time around, I made the
Nice.
jump. That stair jump
Ooh.
essentially marked the end of the stair section, and now I was on the
Ooh.
stone walls.
Actually, these
Walls
aren't
were
too
almost
bad.
never seen at the noob level.
Yeah.
But fortunately, I didn't see anything bigger than a 1-block jump
This is
for
what
the
you
rest
train
of the
for
way.
with your wooden
All I had to
fences in
do was
prison.
sneak and stay on
Oh,
the
that's
course.
true.
And that's when I got to the point when the jump stopped. I was so high off the ground now,
Ooh.
but I knew I was at the end. I climbed up the stairs until I was face to face with the entrance to the Parkour Pro Civilization. This was it. I was about to be the
Wait,
first
that's what
in
the key is
history to
for.
rank
That's
up.
a 3
but then
block. You
the
can't make it.
realization hit me. The last jump to get to the Parkour Pro Civilization was a 3-block jump. It was impossible. This was why no noob has ever ranked up to become a pro. The course was impossible to begin with. But then I remembered the barrier. This is what the old man wanted me to use it
Oh
for.
my God.
He knew the course was impossible, and he wanted to give me a chance to rank up. I placed down the barrier block, and I made the 2-block
Nice.
jump.
Yo.
I did it.
Yo,
I actually
he's-
did it. I was the first noob in history to ever complete this course.
By
No one
cheating.
at the bottom level knows what society
Cheaters
is like
always
up there,
prosper,
and I was
kids.
gonna be the first one to figure it out. What was it gonna be like? Was I actually gonna be able to see the sky? Well, I guess we'll find out. I walked up to the stone walls, and the doors opened, revealing a room
Whoa,
I've never
that's
seen
actually really
anything
cool.
like before. I turned the corner,
is
and I
cool.
saw a parkour pro just standing there. Hi.
What the? Who are you? Where did you come from? I'm the only one working here.
I came from the noob level. I just beat the course and ranked up.
Wow, I was not expecting this. I'm not sure what to do here. Just go over there and throw your leather boots in the lava.
All right, time to get my iron boots.
Yes, sir. One ranked up. A
Oh,
noob
no.
By the name of Evbo.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Yes, sir. I'll keep an eye on him.
And that was
Oh
it.
no, he's
That
in
was
trouble.
the last time I would ever wear leather boots again for the rest of my life.
That was-
From the
that was
looks of it,
clean.
I only had one more
Yeah.
lava jump to go. But this time, there were dispensers. I backed up and jumped over the lava.
was really
and I was
worried about
equipped
these
with
2-block
iron
jumps, but
boots.
he's been,
I
like,
was
hitting them.
officially a parkour pro.
Yeah, it's-
After I went through, I saw one more jump that led to some
He's-
barrels. What is this
He's,
for?
Like,
It's for
gotten
food.
better.
You only have to pay 1 jump for 2 steak here.
Only a 1-block jump for food? That's amazing. I opened the barrel to see
Steak?
something that I've never seen before.
Ooh.
Cooked meat? In all of these. In my entire
Cooked
life living on the
meat?
noob level, I've never seen a piece of cooked beef. And now, as a parkour pro, I could fully replenish my hunger bar. And that meant I could sprint now. Oh man,
Yo.
this is
New tech
crazy.
unlocked.
Congratulations on becoming a parkour pro. You can now head up those steps and begin your life in Parkour Pro Civilization.
Those were the exact words I wanted to hear. This is it. When I walk up these steps, I will be at the top level of parkour civilization. When I walked into the temple, I immediately saw
Whoa,
massive
that's actually kinda cool.
statues. These statues looked
is.
like they were showing the parkour noobs and the parkour pros. They even had their boots on. This place is insane. I've never seen anything
used to
like
live in
this.
harmony.
I mean, look at these statues.
And that all changed
What the?
when the
gold
parkour pros
boots?
attacked.
Who wears gold boots? This doesn't make any sense. What is this? Am I not at the top of parkour civilization?
Hey,
Oh
parkour
my
delivery.
gosh.
Let's go. My parkour delivery is here. Now that I'm a parkour pro, I can get parkour delivered to my house.
Hey, did you order parkour construction to this house?
Yes, sir, that's me. I ordered the 6-block tall slime jump to my bedroom.
Sounds good. Where do you want it built?
Let's see. I think this would be a good place for it. You think you can build it right
What?
there?
Oh, sure. I can make that happen.
To think just a few days ago I was a parkour noob and now
Oh,
I'm getting
okay, so you have to do
custom jumps
parkour to get
installed
to
in my
your-
house is crazy.
Your
This
bedroom.
look
Got
good?
it.
Yep, I think it's perfect. Hey, thanks man for parkouring all the way out here.
Sure. You got my payment?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It was 4 1-blocks in a row, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh.
There you go. Thank you very much.
He's
And
doing that
my
one a
tip.
little risky.
Tip?
Really?
He is.
Don't tell me you thought you weren't gonna tip me.
If you're a parkour pro, it's always expected that you tip when you buy something. Oh, I hope I make this. Oh, that was
Oh,
close.
nice.
Oh wow, a 360?
Ooh.
Yeah, you're good, man. Thanks.
And like most things in Parkour Civilization,
That's a
the way
good
you
tip. He's a
is
good
with
tipper.
more
That
parkour.
is.
Luckily, I survived that payment for the jump installed in my house.
You should have
If
done
I
a
missed
backwards
any one of
360
those
jump.
jumps, I would have
That would've
fallen
been
back down
crazy.
to the parkour noob
It
level,
would've
and
been.
my journey to become a pro would have been for nothing.
Hey, friends.
These pigeons seem like parkour noobs, not gonna lie. Also, hello Ender, hello Stone Energy, hello Remo, hello Muji. Been a little
I
busy.
won't say it wasn't worth it because
pigeons
now
would
I
be
can practice
parkour
slime
noobs.
jumps
They would be.
anytime I want inside of my house. And this is how my
These
new
are
life is
nice.
as a pro in
Yeah.
Parkour Civilization. No parkour noob at the
But
bottom
okay,
level
here's my
knows
question. Last when we were on the parkour noob level, like the parkour pro area was just all like it was like a solid dirt layer, right?
Yeah.
So why is it all just like dirt blocks now?
Hmm.
what life
Hmm?
is like.
You get what I'm
here,
saying?
Except I was the only
Yeah,
one
I
to
don't
rank
know.
up and
Maybe
become a part
it's-
of parkour society.
Mhm.
To rank up to a parkour pro, I had to be the first noob in history to beat an
Maybe
impossible
it's a
parkour course. When I
simulation.
got to the top, I got my iron boots and I was
And
officially
they
a
just
pro. I thought I
change it
had made
depending
it.
on
I
what
thought I was
Evbo
at the top
does.
of parkour
Oh.
civilization. But that's
Main
when
character
I realized
moment.
I truly knew nothing
Yeah.
about the world I was living in. My journey to getting to the top of parkour civilization wasn't even close to being done. Now, I was about to discover what life was like on the second layer of parkour civilization. At the parkour pro level, everywhere you look is a 2-block jump. When I was a parkour noob, I thought
Ooh.
2-block
Yeah.
jumps were extremely hard. But now that I could sprint,
Well,
I
yeah,
realized
sprinting
they were
does make it a
almost
lot
like
easier.
1-block jumps. Something about the pro level felt different. Maybe it was the fact that when I was a noob, I would see dirt
so
in
it's
the
the highest
sky,
level,
but
just
now there's
all
nothing
4-block
above
jumps?
me. And
Ooh,
that's
wait,
when I
wait.
looked back at the parkour.
Yeah, well, that'd be crazy. But look, you can see jumps to get up to the next level.
There was still a world above me,
Oh.
and,
And
now
look,
it was
there's
way
another dirt
higher.
layer.
But there was something else that was different. I was staring down at the house I used to live in. When I was down on the noob level, I would look up.
Yeah, yeah,
and
that's-
all I
okay,
would see
this is what I was
dirt,
asking
but
about.
Somehow on the pro level, I could look down, and I could only assume that the same goes for the layer above me. Now that I was adjusted to my surroundings, it was time to go searching for a place to buy a
okay.
house. That was assuming that life
Maybe
still
it's like
worked like that
one-way
up here.
glass.
When I took a look around, all I saw were the
Maybe,
same
like, your
identical
boots give you,
buildings.
like,
Maybe this time I wouldn't be getting a
supervision
mansion.
or
But that's
something.
when I found a building that
Ooh,
looked different,
maybe.
and it definitely didn't look like a house. When I walked inside the building, sure enough, it was a shop to buy a new house.
Hey, aren't you the noob who ranked up?
That would be me.
Oh yeah, I thought it was you. I'm selling houses today. Choose one you want to
Today.
Let's go. It's
Some
time to
days
buy
he
my
doesn't
first
sell
house
houses.
as a parkour pro. Let's see what these prices are. I can get one house for a 2-block jump. Oh, that's super cheap.
You
All
can
right,
get
what is this
multiple
one over here?
houses.
I can get one house for a 2.5 block jump. Okay, that's a
I
little more
guess
expensive.
so.
And this last one is one house for a 3-block. Wait, why are these all the same?
Yeah.
All of these options are for the same house.
Oops, busted. I was trying to get a little more profit.
Why would anyone fall for that? Since there was only one house to buy, I obviously went with the cheapest option and bought my first house with a 2-block jump.
Nice.
Congrats
Doesn't he
on
already have
buying
a
your
house?
first house as a parkour
I think
pro.
this
Let me
was like a
take you to it.
flashback.
Let's go.
Oh,
Since all the houses
okay.
were identical, it was no surprise that I got one that looked like this.
You're all set to move in. Feel free to call the parkour
These are
delivery
actually really,
service if you
like,
want your
nice
jumps
builds.
changed.
A parkour
Yeah. Like,
they're
delivery
simple,
service?
but they're nice.
Let's
They have,
go.
like,
Being
gradients
a
and
parkour
stuff.
pro is awesome. The living room in
This
my
looks
house
like
had
the-
2 one-block
the
jumps,
one
and the
SpongeBob
entire house
episode where
itself
the
was
whole
3 stories
neighborhood was,
tall.
like,
Looks like 3
Squidward's
jumps to
house.
get to my bed on the top floor.
Hey, it's your neighbor. Can I come in?
Oh, sure.
Thanks. You're that
Oh my
Evbo
God.
guy,
Oh.
right? You're the noob who beat the course and ranked up?
Yeah, that's me. I'm the first one to do it, I guess.
I can't believe you're my neighbor. That's crazy. Well, you probably have
He's like a
questions about life
celebrity.
up here, right? Anything you want to know?
Yeah, one actually. What happens when we fall? What is the punishment for missing a jump at the pro level?
You go down a level. If you miss a jump, you'll be a noob, and you'll have to beat the course again.
Okay, so I can never fall, noted. So who are the people above us then? What's above a pro?
It's probably best I just show you. Here, come with me.
My neighbor started telling me everything there was to know about
Nice.
parkour
Okay,
civilization.
okay.
He brought me back
Lord
to
Dump.
the parkour temple where all the statues were. He explained how parkour civilization starts at the noob level, and at level 2, you become a parkour pro. Then, there were the parkour masters. If you were lucky enough to rank up, you get gold boots and you become a master. My neighbor said that parkour masters never come down to the pro level, but if they do ever come down, it's a parkour pro's nightmare. He said the parkour masters are ruthless. And then Then he walked over to the largest statue, the one with the diamond boots. He said that this was the parkour champion. He said that most people down here don't even believe that the champion is real, but the stories say there can only be one parkour champion. Whoever that was lives at the top of parkour civilization, which means if I was gonna make it to the top, I would have to become a parkour champion. My first day as a parkour pro was strange. For once, no one was at my door making me parkour for food. But then the question was, how do I get food now? Or what do I even do? I saw that there was another pro going somewhere, so I decided to follow him. Soon after, I saw another pro going in the same direction, which meant they were probably heading to something important. After jumping for a few minutes, I saw what they were heading to. They were all heading to this massive structure in the distance.
Parkour
when I
restaurant.
got closer, I saw that there was a bunch of parkour pros lined up for something. Whatever this place was, these parkour pros were willing to do 2-block vertical jumps to get here. Fortunately, I didn't fail any of these jumps and I made it into the line. I must have woken up late to whatever this was because I was the last one to show up. At this point, I didn't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but that's when I saw what everyone was waiting in line for. There was a dispenser at the end of the structure. The pro in front of me picked up 2 items, but the only thing I saw them holding was a piece of paper. What could be so valuable about that piece of paper that people would wait in line this long for? When it was my turn, I clicked the button and I got a piece of steak. So this is how the parkour pros get food. Then I received the piece of paper. The paper said farm work equals 15 minutes. And this is when I realized how life was different on the pro level of parkour civilization. Instead of parkouring for food like the noobs do, the pros parkour for work. Just like the guy who sold me my house, the guards in parkour prison, or even the pros that fed me every day. They were all just completing their daily tasks that they got from this piece of paper. And now for my first daily task, I was assigned to work on the farm. Before this, I had never seen an animal in parkour civilization, but this is the place they were all
So the
kept.
parkour
This
pros
place
are
was
still
responsible
oppressed.
for feeding all of the parkour pros and all of the parkour noobs. And it should be no surprise that
Just
in
a bit
parkour
less
civilization,
oppressed.
even the animals had
I don't
to
know.
do
The
a
parkour noobs don't have to work. They just kind of sit there.
course. My daily task meant
That's
that I had
true,
to
but,
watch
like,
all of the
if you
animals that
fail a
did the
jump,
parkour
you go to
course. Oh man,
prison
this
or
job
you
is
die.
terrible. Now I'm just
Like,
gonna have to watch a
the
cow
pros
fall off
just
and
become
die.
a noob.
Whoa, what the? Oh my god, this
What?
cow is cooking.
What?
How did he even do that? The parkour pros only eat the meat from the animals that complete the parkour course. They say it enhances your parkour abilities. As for the other
know about
animals
that
that
one.
don't make the course, well,
Yeah.
that's where the meat comes from on the noob level.
No.
And some noob's gonna have to eat that. Wow, I cannot say I missed that. Parkour pros do their daily tasks for a reason. Once you've completed the task that you got on your piece of paper, you take it to the training grounds. This place is basically the only reason parkour pros are incentivized to work. This is because this is the only place in parkour civilization where you can practice parkour without worrying about falling to the lower level.
finally.
The entrance to the training grounds is blocked by a barrier, and the only way in is to
There's,
throw
like,
in your
barely
slip
any
of paper
parkour
once
there.
you've completed the work. The daily task I completed gave me 15 minutes of practice time. That meant for the next 15 minutes, I could practice any parkour jump I could possibly think of. Here,
Nice,
you have the
okay.
ability to build any parkour jump you want. But with this being my first day as a parkour pro, I didn't even know what I needed to practice. So I just decided to do the jumps that people left here. It seemed like a lot of the pros were practicing fence jumps, which are jumps I had little to no experience on. But what scared me the most is what I saw over here. Someone was practicing not one, but multiple 3-block vertical jumps. It almost seemed impossible to do even one. But if someone was practicing
Wait,
these jumps,
so that's a 3-up-1?
that could only mean one thing: that
Yeah.
the way up to become a
Oh,
parkour
yeah, that's a
master
hard
would
jump,
be
too. That's
nearly
like-
impossible. If I was
it's
gonna
like the
have
4
any
block of
shot at
vertical
ranking
jumps.
up to become a master,
It
I was
is.
gonna have to spend much more time in here practicing. Another beautiful day, and I don't have to wake up to either raw chicken or raw beef. Even though I've only been here for a few days, I feel like I haven't really enjoyed myself yet. I mean, for once in my life, I don't even have to go outside to parkour for food. I don't even have to grab my piece of steak. I'll still have full hunger for days. And now, instead of being bullied by all the parkour pros like I was down at the noob level,
He's
I
about
can
to
just
get-
do
he's about to
anything
run
I
into a
want, and
master.
no one's here to punish me.
Hey, you want to come with me to get our daily jobs? I don't want to be late.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do my daily task. I think I'm just gonna chill today, honestly.
What? What do you mean you're gonna chill? You're not gonna get your daily tasks? Are you sure about that?
What? I mean, no one says we have to, so what's the problem?
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I
Ooh.
just have never seen anyone not do their daily task.
Wow, maybe I'm teaching the parkour pros that they don't have to parkour all the time. But later that day, I realized I made a huge
Why is he
mistake.
like slanted?
Now, what in the world is that sound? Bro, come on, I was just trying to sleep. Who keeps making that horn noise?
Dude, hurry. You gotta get out here now. Follow me and make sure you don't miss a jump.
Whoa, 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 what's going on? Be late for what? Wait, where are you going? I started parkouring in the direction that my neighbor was going, and that's when I saw a bunch of parkour pros lined up, standing completely still. I had no clue what was going on, but I followed my neighbor, and soon I got in line with all of the other parkour pros. No one was saying
Sonic
anything.
is right.
Hey, can anyone tell me what's going on?
Dude, don't say anything and look straight ahead.
Why? Can't someone just explain what's happening? But that's when it happened. Not too far ahead.
No
someone looked down from the
way.
sky. It was a parkour master.
One of you was supposed to design a new course, but someone didn't do their task. Who was it?
Oh no, I'm done for. Why does this have to be me? I watched as the parkour master interrogated each and every one of the parkour pros, knowing that sooner or later he was gonna show up where I was.
You. What was your task?
Wow, that
My
was
task,
impressive.
I
actually.
was selling houses to noobs on the bottom level.
Someone already did that task. Prepare for a parkour battle.
A parkour
What?
battle?
The parkour battle starts now.
This is just great.
Ooh.
Why does my first parkour battle have to be against a parkour master?
For my first attack, I'm attacking you with a 3-block jump.
Okay, a 3-block jump, that's doable. I think I can survive this round. In Parkour Civilization, it should be no surprise that people fight each other with more parkour. If someone attacks you with a jump and you don't make it, you pay the price. Oh, this isn't good. I'm already down 4 hearts.
I gave you an easy one, but I guess this is going to be over faster than I thought. Get ready for my next attack.
The worst part about parkour battles is you can't even attack your opponent until you defend one of their attacks. And by the looks of this next jump, I probably won't be attacking the parkour master at all.
Your turn. 4 blocks by 3 blocks, diagonal jump.
All right, here goes nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, this is so far. How did he do this first try? I was hoping I would get lucky, but luck wasn't on my side. The second attack hit me,
He's
and I was down
cooked.
to 2 hearts.
This is too fun for me. One more attack, and you'll be gone forever.
The parkour master was right. If I failed to defend one more attack, it's game over for me. All I could hope for now is that the parkour master
you're
fails
breaking
this
blocks
last
freely
jump.
now,
That
though.
way, I could actually have a chance to attack. No way he makes this first try. Oh god, he
No
made it.
way.
This is it for you, Parkour Pro. A 3-block vertical jump to decide your fate.
This was it. My entire journey in Parkour Civilization came down to this one jump, and it was a 3-block vertical jump. I thought when I ranked up to become a parkour pro, my days of parkouring to survive were over, but I soon realized I knew nothing about parkour society. Even as a pro, I wasn't even close to being at the top of Parkour Civilization.
We
The
live in a
parkour pros
society.
were the workers of society. Every day we would get a new daily job to complete, and I found out the hard way what happens if you skip your job, because the one day I didn't get my daily task, a parkour master came down and challenged me to a parkour battle. And now I have to do the hardest jump I've ever done in my life if I want to live. This was it. All my work to rank up to become a parkour pro was going to be for nothing if
He's
I
got
didn't make
this.
this jump. But at least I was going to die trying.
lock in.
I took a deep breath and I jumped.
Yo!
Is this real? I did it. I made a 3-block vertical jump.
You just bought yourself 5 more minutes of time, but we both know your fate. Get ready to attack me.
The parkour master was right. All I did was buy myself a little time. How was I going to be able to do a jump that the parkour master couldn't do? And if I make it too easy, the parkour master will just get another chance to attack me. I got lucky last time, but I don't think I'd survive another attack from the parkour master. For my first attack, I built a 1-block jump and I did a 360.
Ooh.
Maybe, just maybe, there
He
was
needs
a
to do the
chance this would
backwards jump
work.
again.
Wow, a 360?
does.
I've never done that before, but if you did it, it can't be that hard.
Let's go. He's never done it before. I needed him to fail this jump.
Oh, he
How?
overshot.
Who even does 360s? What is this?
By some miracle, my attack against the parkour master was successful. I think I found
He's
his
just doing his,
weakness.
like, weird
He couldn't do a
jumps.
360. This was
Yeah.
my chance. I just had to make sure that I kept making my jumps. For my next attack, I built a 2-block.
doing a
jump.
2-block
I've never even
360.
made this jump before, but my entire life depended on it. I jumped and I
Nice.
successfully made
That was a clean
2-block
one.
jump with the 360.
was.
This is ridiculous. How are you doing these jumps?
I watched as the parkour master tried to defend against my attack, but once again, the 360 was too difficult for him.
This can't be possible. How are you beating me?
Now, both the parkour master and I were at 2 hearts. The next person to land an attack would win the parkour battle. Alright, you ready for a 3-block jump with a 360?
No, stop. I yield. You win the parkour battle.
What? Are you serious? No way. I actually won the parkour battle? Somehow I beat a parkour master.
Because you beat me, I have something that can help you rank up to become a parkour master.
I could become a parkour master? The master said that the course to becoming a parkour master would be impossible, but he had something that could help me along the way. He pulled out an item and threw it on the ground. I went to pick it up and I figured out
Bro's
that
got
it was
the
a
totem.
totem of undying. He said
does.
somewhere in the course there is a jump that I won't survive, and I'll know it when I see it. He told me to go attempt the course to rank up and find this jump. He said to find any information about the secret to completing that jump, because if I can figure out how to make the jump, I could rank up to become a parkour master. This was insane. Earlier today, I didn't even know parkour battles existed, and somehow I won my first battle, not just against anyone, but a parkour master. And now I actually have a reason to go back to the parkour temple and try to do the course to become a parkour master. I didn't
That
like
is a
thinking
hard
about the
jump,
fact
though.
that wasn't the course to rank up. That was just the path to get up to the temple. But I wasn't going to make the journey up the temple just yet. Not only did I need food to get my health back, but I needed to do my daily task. I barely escaped with my life after missing one day of work, so I wasn't going to do that again. And today, my task was feed noobs. I realized after all this time of being a parkour pro,
Oh no,
I've never
it's
made
his
my way
time.
back down to the noob level yet. I wonder if anything's changed down there since I ranked up. If you're a
He's
pro in
going
Parkour
back.
Civilization and you fall, you'll lose your rank and become a noob again. But you can still go down to the
OMG.
lower level. There's just a different way. This is the first time I'd been back to this part of the parkour temple since I ranked up. And now that I was a pro, I had access to a different doorway that I've never seen before. This new path led to a giant staircase that would take me back down to the noob
Whoa.
level.
Oh.
If I missed one of these jumps, I would for sure die, but fortunately, one block jumps are too easy for me now that I'm a parkour pro. When I got to the bottom, I collected everything I needed in order for me to complete my daily task. It's crazy
Oh my
to
God, you
think
get
that
to
I'm
watch
still
people
the
die
only
now.
one to
Yeah.
have ever completed
feel like-
this
I feel like
course,
I'd
but the
hate this
barrier
job.
I used still should be there, so
Yeah.
maybe someone else will. This is so strange. I once lived in this neighborhood. That was once my mansion.
Although you can, like-
and now
you can,
as a
like,
parkour
encourage
pro, I
them
can
to
see
do
what it
the
I
really
know.
looks like from down
You can,
here.
like, teach
When
them.
I wonder if they're
lived
gonna
here,
see him
the
as, like,
only
a
one
class
that lived in my
traitor.
neighborhood, or at least the only one
They
left.
might.
So does anyone live here anymore? Hello? Anyone home? Okay, I guess not. Maybe someone bought my mansion? I don't know. Hello?
Oh my God, the
Anyone
old
here?
man.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Oh, no way. Someone actually does live here. All right, time to set up the jumps. Let's see, 1 block jump for raw chicken, and then the 1 block vertical jump for raw beef. Man, I can't believe I'm actually doing this job now. All right, mandatory parkour check.
Oh, great.
Oh.
It's you.
You're a parkour noob now? Weren't you just at my house? Yeah, you delivered my parkour to me. So what happened?
What do you think happened, genius? You just paid me a huge tip, and I was so happy. And then I fell out the front door.
Hey, man, well, you know, I ranked up, so you could too. All right, so now you have to choose your
You
jump.
think I don't know what to do already? Just let me jump for my food in peace.
Hey, I feel like I remember being in a situation that was just like this. You really think I could rank up to be a parkour pro?
Not a chance. You're
Oop,
a parkour noob.
how the
and you
turns
think you're so
table.
good now. Just wait till I rank up.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, well.
Oh.
Man, that sucks.
Well, now he's
Dang,
in
now
parkour
he has to
prison.
spend another 50 years in parkour prison. Oh well. After only
Oh, well.
finding 2 noobs to feed, I
Bro's
went
low-key
back
a
to the other
sociopath.
neighborhood where I found the old
Yeah.
man.
Like, he
It
was
just
just
seemed
in
so
this
weird that
spot.
he disappeared out of nowhere. I wanted to see if there was a chance that he came back. But when I got to the
Whoa.
house, a
Wait,
parkour
he has
master walked
14
out the front door.
chicken
Luckily,
and
I wasn't
15
spotted.
beef.
What was a parkour master doing all
He
the way at the
stole
noob
something.
level? And why did he come from this house? When I thought the coast was clear, I made my way over. This couldn't be a coincidence. This is the only house I've seen with a secret room, and now a parkour master shows up here? Does the master even know about the secret room? I went to go inside, but something was wrong. There was no secret
Oh,
doorway.
no.
It was gone. I was sure this was the right house. That parkour master must have came here to block up the entrance. I sat there thinking about why the parkour master would do that, but nothing made sense to me. But that didn't matter to me right now. Now that I finished my daily task, it was time to try the course
You've
to
had
rank
one
up to
person.
become a parkour master and find this
This feels like an
impossible jump. I got back up to the pro level,
unsustainable-
dropped off my daily task paper, and got ready
This
to
feels
climb
unsustainable.
the parkour temple. Now I had one thing to worry about, and that was making this initial course to get into the temple. I wasn't worried about falling. I was worried about wasting my totem of undying. The parkour master said that I would not survive the impossible jump. So if I got to that jump with
The
no totem of
impossible jump.
undying, then this entire journey would
Okay,
be
this
for
isn't
nothing.
that bad.
I scaled my way up the side of the parkour
Yeah, this is
temple
fine so
until
far.
I got to the very
Why would he-
top.
okay, never
Most
mind.
of the jumps were too
I would've- okay. I would've gone for this jump. I would've jumped right there.
Top.
but
Most
Yeah,
of
that's
the
an
jumps
easier
were
jump.
2-block
That's
vertical
fine.
jumps, but towards the end, I had to make this 3-block
Ooh.
jump. Now, I couldn't afford to make
Ooh.
any mistakes. That's when I made the last jump, and I was
Nice.
inside the parkour temple.
Yo.
What's crazy is that none of those jumps were a part of the real course to rank up. This was the real
Alright.
course.
There's
Already, at
trees.
first glance, I was
Ooh.
seeing blocks I've never seen used
Oh,
in
that's
parkour
probably why
before,
they,
but I was expecting
had
that.
to practice.
There's a reason why almost no pros even attempt this
Oh,
course,
yeah.
and that's because it's so dangerous. Fence jumps, trapdoor jumps, and ladder jumps. The jumps just kept
Oof,
getting
ladder
harder and harder
jumps.
the more I looked at it. But I wasn't here to rank up. All I was here to do was find the impossible jump that the parkour master told me about. If I find this jump and study it like he told me to, maybe I have an actual chance of becoming a parkour master. I climbed to the top of the ladder, and now
It'd be like
I
a
was
one
really at
jump.
the start of the course. Any
Jump.
fall from this height would result in death.
Yeah, like,
and
just
of
a
course,
ridiculously
I have to do
difficult
fence
jump.
jumps as the very first
Yeah.
section. I held out my totem of undying, and I climbed on the course to begin.
Okay.
Fence jumps were
I get what he's going for with consistency on his jumps, but I feel like a lot of these jumps would have been a lot easier if he had just like full sent it, you know?
Yeah.
Like momentum makes a lot of parkour a lot easier.
my worst nightmare.
Mm, well,
but
I
so
mean, he
far, I've
hasn't
made
learned about
3 in a row.
momentum yet.
That's
But
true.
I soon realized that's all I
Oh.
needed to do because I think I found the impossible jump.
No.
What is this jump?
No, that's
is this a
impossible, I'm pretty
4-block
sure.
That's
vertical
doable, it's
fence
just
jump?
hard.
There's
What's
no
up,
way
11
this is
or
the right way,
first grader?
right? But there
11th
was
grader.
nowhere else to go. This was clearly the right path, but this jump was... It had to be impossible. Well, the master gave me a totem for a reason. I attempted the jump, but got nowhere close to even making it. That was it. That was my one chance to use the totem of undying, and I'm just hoping that that was the jump he was talking about. Now, I had to study the jump, and I knew just the way to do that. Fortunately, it was my neighbor who was working as the parkour delivery service today. Hey, I need a jump built in my house. Follow me. I need to show you what it looks like. All right, so for the jump I need built, it's kind of a little ways away.
Oh man, is the parkour jump all the way up there?
Yeah, it's fine. I'll tip you good. Just follow me. I brought my neighbor all the way up into the parkour temple and showed him the jump I wanted him to build. Since the jump was complicated, he placed down a block that copies every block on this jump. And after paying for his services,
that's
I
cool,
now
I
have
guess.
this impossible
That is
parkour
cool.
jump inside my own house.
Oh.
Now I can study this jump every single day.
Okay.
It turns out the
Oh,
jump
it's
was
right
a
over the void.
3-block vertical jump, but with the fences, it turns
Yeah.
into
That
a
looks
4-block.
closer.
It was actually impossible. So what
That
was
is
I missing here?
impossible.
I couldn't just practice this jump because parkour civilization laws state all jumps inside your home must have a risk of dying. So practicing wasn't gonna be my best option. This doesn't make any sense. I'll think about it tomorrow, I guess. I was gonna leave it, but that's when I slipped. No!
Oh
My
no.
entire life, I've been parkouring to survive. That's how any of us survive in parkour civilization. If you don't make the jumps, you pay the price. But no matter how many people I've seen fall, that never stopped me from believing that I could parkour all the way to the top of society. I was the first noob to ever rank up to become a parkour pro. I beat a parkour master in my first parkour battle, and I even found the impossible jump that the parkour master told me to look for. The worst part is I was so close. I actually thought I could be a champion one day, but one jump can change everything. No! I thought I was dead until I
What?
was. What? How am I alive? My journey in parkour civilization should have ended. I was supposed to die there, but a barrier block caught my fall. This barrier block had to have been placed by someone, right? Unless it wasn't. The guy who came to deliver parkour used a
OMG.
device that copied every single block from the impossible jump. That had to be it. The barrier was from the impossible jump. This is what the parkour master wanted me to find. It was the way to get past the impossible jump. And now that I know about it, I can actually rank up to become a parkour master. This means I was gonna have to prepare. I couldn't believe it. Just a few minutes ago, I was about to fall down back to the noob level and become a parkour noob forever. And now I'm preparing to rank up again to become a parkour master. Alright, let's see what my daily task is today. Parkour course building. Okay, definitely cannot skip that. The last time I tried skipping my daily task, I was assigned parkour course building, and that resulted in a parkour master challenging me to a parkour battle where I barely survived, so I'm not gonna do that again. So far, this was the first time I've done a daily task that was located in parkour prison, and the only way to get there is by jumping in the void. Ever since I escaped this prison, I've never been back, and now I'm working here.
Oh, finally you're here. I thought you were never gonna show up. The parkour masters want another glass course made.
The,
And make sure you
the
don't make
sunglasses
jumps
guy's
too
gonna
easy.
show up
There's
here.
only 2 noobs left in parkour prison, so I'll just
Ooh,
grab one of
yeah.
them to do the course.
There's only 2 noobs left in parkour prison? I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. In Parkour Civilization, the parkour pros are responsible for building new parkour courses for the parkour masters. And since the pros would never want to try these courses on their own, the prisoners of parkour prison are used instead. No way, it's you again.
And you think you're so good now. Just wait till I rank up.
Oh, shoot.
Wait, no, he's gonna
I'm
fall.
sorry,
He
man,
is.
but you gotta be the
No.
one to do random parkour testing today.
Why can't you pick the old guy? He's like 100 years old.
What?
Man, I
The
don't
old
think
guy?
you
Oh my
just
God.
gotta
The old
do
guy.
course.
This is
Oh my
too
God.
easy. I'm making it out of here.
No, no. Oh, no, he's gone for real this time. All right, daily task completed. One step closer to becoming a parkour master.
May you save us all, Evbo.
After a few more days of completing more daily tasks, I was getting closer to attempting the course to rank up to become a master. I had been planning this out carefully. I wasn't just gonna go into the hardest parkour course of my life unprepared. I had saved 4 of my daily task papers to take to the parkour training grounds. As a parkour pro, each daily task you complete gives you 15 minutes of practice time. Since I saved up, I have now 1 hour to practice as much parkour as I could. This would probably be one of the last times I could parkour without worrying about dying, because once I stepped foot into the parkour temple to become a master, there would be no turning back. All of this preparation is relying on the fact that there actually is a secret path to get past the impossible jump. But I've come too far and I've been through too much to give up now. I have to believe there's a way to rank up. I tried practicing every jump that I remembered from the parkour temple. Most of the jumps I saw were either fences, trapdoors, or ladders, and I used my entire time in the training grounds practicing those jumps. By the end of the hour, I felt like I had unlocked parkour abilities I've never had before. I was speedrunning through fence jumps and trapdoor jumps easily.
That's
3
nice.
block
I
jumps
like that
weren't
one.
even a challenge for me
Yeah.
by the end of my training, and that's how I knew that it was time to head to the parkour temples
It's
and
time.
do the course to
Bro.
become
It's
a
time.
parkour
Oh, he's a
master.
parkour
Yes,
master.
sir. He's heading to the parkour temple now.
Is.
Don't worry, sir. I have something planned. I
Oh,
can
no.
promise you he's not making it out alive.
This was
Oh,
it.
no.
It was time to start the journey up the parkour temple. The last time I made this climb, I had a totem of undying for a second chance. But this time around, there would be no second chances. This was my last and only run. If I don't make every single one of these jumps in the parkour course, this would be the last view I ever have of Parkour Civilization. But that's how parkour life is. You either rise or you fall. You can never stay in the
That's
same
how
place.
parkour
And
life
I
is.
decided that I was going to be the one to rise. I got to the top of the ladder, and it was time to start the parkour course. Any fall from this height would be the death of me. But the fence jumps weren't what I was worried about. It was this, the impossible jump. This is when I find out if the secret path is real or not. I studied where the barrier block was in my house. If I wanted to land on the barrier, I would have to walk off the fence. If I jumped, I would miss the block. And that's assuming it was even there. But there's only one way to find out. I walked off the ledge.
Oh my God.
Was here.
It
The
was
secret
real.
path was real. Now I
is
knew
real.
it was possible. It was possible to become a parkour master. I looked around for where to go next, and I
Nice,
saw the
nice.
outline of a barrier 3 blocks to my left. And I saw the staircase of barriers that would lead up back onto the parkour course. I've never done invisible parkour before, but there's a first time for everything. I made the
Yeah,
3
invisible
block
parkour
jump,
kinda
and I was
sucks.
on the secret path. I
Yeah.
didn't understand. Did someone make the secret path, or was the course designed like this from the beginning? Either way, however the secret path got there, it got me back on the course. And now I was
Oh,
gonna have to
so
make
now he's
every
gotta
jump
do it.
first try. Thankfully, I got past the fence section, but now I was on the trapdoors. Trapdoors were only a quarter of the size of a regular block, meaning if I missed the jump by even a little, it would be game over. This next jump was a 3-block diagonal jump. I didn't practice this jump, but I made it.
Why would you
I
not
had
practice
made it
that
past the
jump? Okay, never
trapdoors,
mind.
But now I was on the regular doors. I had almost no experience with door jumps, but I knew I had to be careful. If I wasn't paying attention and I opened one of the doors the wrong way, I could get knocked off. And
There's actually a really fun way to like get around this where you just glitch through the trapdoor by opening it on yourself,
Yeah.
which would have been made it so much
There would be
easier.
no totem of undying to save me this time. The jumps kept getting harder and harder, and each jump I felt like I was barely hanging on the edge. But it didn't matter as long as I was
Oh,
staying on the
he did know
course.
how to do it.
One by one, I kept making
Why would
the
he not
jumps,
do that
and I
in
was
the first
getting
place?
higher and higher off the ground. The last door jump was a 3.5 block jump. It was far, but it wasn't
He's
gonna
not
be the
setting
jump
these up
that
right.
stopped me from
It's
ranking
really
up.
bothering
I
me.
didn't like thinking about the fact that this course had no room for error. When I
making
ranked
this
up
so much
before,
harder
at
on
least
himself.
the course had blocks to potentially break my fall, but here there was nothing that could save me. Luckily, I made it past the door section, and now I was onto the ladder section. Everything was going
Nice.
smoothly until I found something I've never seen before. Is this jump even possible?
Yes.
This is a 2-block vertical jump. I've never seen this jump before, but I
Yeah,
figured
very
it had to be
possible.
possible.
Very possible,
I went
yeah.
for it, and I made it. And that's when I saw one of the hardest jumps I've ever seen. Oh no, this could be the end of me. Come on, please hang on. That
Ooh.
was too close. I
didn't think he was
inches
making
away from
that.
slipping off the ladder,
Did not
but
look
by
like he was
some
gonna make it.
miracle, I was still on the course. Now, I was parkouring on fully grown trees. I didn't even know trees still existed in Parkour Civilization, but I didn't have time to focus on that right now. I was looking at the last jumps, and I realized I was almost at the top. I was actually gonna do it. All right, where do I jump to now? What is going on?
No.
What is- Wait, no!
No.
I was too late to realize. I opened my eyes and I was still on the tree with 2 hearts left. What happened? Was that
my
a
God.
part of the course?
That is impressive. I thought the TNT would do the trick, but you just want to stay alive.
What the? Who are you? What are you doing here? I'm so confused. What is going on?
Oh, please don't tell me you thought you were gonna rank up. You were a noob. You don't belong up there. You could never be a parkour master. You belong at the bottom level. You were a noob. You were born to be one, and you'll always be one.
Wow.
And now
This guy's
I
kinda
gotta finish
racist.
the job. Prepare for a
Yeah.
parkour battle.
Oh god,
What?
a parkour battle is not what I need
Whoa.
right now. I only have 2 hearts left. That means if I fail to defend any parkour attack, that will be the end of me. And to think I actually had a chance of ranking up.
Say goodbye to parkour civilization. The battle starts now. I attack you with a 2-block diagonal vertical jump.
Whoever this was severely underestimated me. I've beaten a master in a parkour battle, and I sure wasn't gonna get out to a jump like that.
There's no point in fighting back. Your fate is inevitable.
I didn't listen to the parkour pro. I knew that as long as I could parkour, I was still in this. Now, I couldn't afford to play it safe. I needed an attack that would finish him once and for all, and that meant doing a jump I've never done before.
He's
Come
gonna do
on,
a
please make
backwards
it.
jump again.
I did it!
No, what
Ooh.
was that? What was that jump?
Well, that would be a 2-block
crazy.
downwards backwards jump. Wait, sorry, I messed up. It's actually a 2-block downwards backwards diagonal jump. This was it. The pro lined up at the edge of the block and jumped backwards.
He's gonna
Come on,
fall.
please. No!
I did it.
Ooh.
And he just needed
Ooh.
one
The
kill, right?
parkour battle, but against
I
who?
think so.
That was just a parkour pro. Why was another pro trying to attack me? And why did they not want me to rank up? What was all that stuff he was saying about how I was born to be at the bottom? There was too much to think about, but I had to set that aside because now I still had to worry about surviving the parkour course. And not even just the parkour jumps. Who knows if there are more traps waiting for me ahead? I took a look at the rest of the course. I could see the final stretch of jumps, and all I had to do now was a slime block jump. Let's go. All the days I was using my custom slime block
Practice.
jump to get to my bed were just practice
that's
for
good
this
practice.
moment. I jumped and I
It
made
is.
it. Now I was standing
Yo.
on one of the final jumps of the
Oh,
course,
this
and I
is-
could see the
this is
doorway
actually
up
getting
ahead.
hard.
And now were the 3-block
Yeah.
vertical jumps. But I've been practicing for this.
Nice.
moment.
Bro,
I
this-
used my
this
momentum
guy
to
is
do all
crazy.
5 jumps in a row. In less than
Yeah,
10
hitting those
jumps, I
consistent
would be a parkour master.
re-up ones is
Now,
actually
I was at
pretty-
a tricky
pretty
part.
impressive.
I've never even seen chain jumps before, but compared to surviving
hate
a
chain
surprise
jumps.
attack and parkour battle,
Nah,
it was
chain
nothing
jumps
to me
aren't
anymore.
that bad.
I made the final chain jump.
Although this
Ooh,
one is.
yeah, that was-
Jump
that
away
was-
from
that was
becoming a
nasty.
Parkour master. This was it. This was what everything was leading up to. The old man that helped me, the parkour master that gave me the totem, they all wanted me to make it to this point, and I wasn't gonna let them down. I jumped and I made
He
it.
made it.
Yo.
No
I
way.
actually did it. I turned around and looked at how high I was off the ground. I had
Oh my
beaten the
God.
course that no pro even attempts to do. And now I'm about to rank up.
So is he
Once
a
I step
parkour
through
master
these doors,
now?
I will no longer
Or is
be
he
a
about to get
parkour pro.
jumped?
I will be a parkour master. The door
Ooh.
opened, revealing an
Bougie.
entirely different room. All of the
Good.
walls were made up of quartz. What was society even gonna look like up here? I couldn't describe it, but everything was so perfect compared to the layers down below.
Ooh.
I looked over and I saw a lava parkour jump with dispensers in the middle. Oh, I know what this is. This would hopefully be the last time I ever have to wear pro boots again. I took off my boots and threw them in the lava. And now I just gotta make sure I don't fail this jump. I jumped through the dispensers and I was
He's a
equipped with
master
golden
now.
boots. I was now officially a parkour master. The last time I
He's a
ranked up to
parkour
become a pro,
master.
there were people working in the parkour temple, but now I don't see anyone here. I realized how different society was between the noob and pro levels, so how much different could this society be? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. I walked up the stairs and I started to see the inside of the parkour temple. Alright, I think I'm ready to see what society's like up here. I walked up
The
the
music
stairs into
changes
the
crazy.
parkour master society. Oh my... Becoming a
Oh.
master
Oh,
of Parkour
okay, so
Civilization
that's the next
wasn't
video.
easy. I had to risk my life finding a way
Yeah.
past an impossible jump. I had to complete parkour jumps that I've never even done before. I even had to survive a surprise attack while trying to rank up. But no matter what challenge I faced, nothing stopped me from ranking up to become a parkour master. Now I get to be the first parkour pro to see what society is like up here. Oh my. This is what Parkour Civilization looks
God.
like as a
That's
master.
kinda-
Up here,
that's
only
nice.
the best of the best can
Yeah.
survive all of the jumps. One missed jump and I would rank down back to a parkour pro, and all of my work to get up here would have been for nothing. And now it looks like I'm gonna be fighting for my life every jump. As a parkour noob, I only had to do 1-block jumps. When I became a pro,
This got-
those
yeah,
1-block
this got
jumps turned
intense.
into 2-block jumps. And
Yeah.
now as a parkour master,
Ooh.
everywhere I look is a 3-block jump. Except now up here, there are parkour highways. It seemed like taking the highway was a
Oh, that's
little
nice.
easier
Yeah,
since the glass jumps were about 2.5 blocks. I was expecting life to be different up here, but I did not think it would look like this. I mean, were these even houses? These were more like skyscrapers. Wait, could I actually buy a skyscraper as a master? I looked up and way up high, I saw a parkour master easily making the jumps. And just when I thought
Oh.
he was gonna die from fall damage, he just caught himself with a water bucket and moved on.
Bro
I've
needs to
never
get a
heard of
water bucket. Those are
parkour
insane.
being a thing, but that's
Yeah.
when I remembered the parkour master that I battled came down the same way.
Oh.
So parkour masters can use water to never take fall damage? Alright, well it looks like I gotta go find myself a water bucket. I made my way over to what looked like to be some sort of parkour staircase. And this definitely didn't look like an easy staircase to climb.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh no,
Nah,
my
you
first
just
day as a
gotta
parkour
hold
master and I'm
D.
already
Yeah,
in trouble.
it's
I
not
turned
that
around
bad.
but didn't see anybody until a parkour master dropped down out of
Ooh.
nowhere.
It seems like you're new here. You should probably get off the staircase if you don't have your water bucket yet.
Okay, I'm not gonna fight back on this one, not trying to make enemies on my
He's
first
almost out of
day. The
sprint.
master explained that I
Yeah.
shouldn't be going up high without a
needs
water
food
bucket because
bad.
one missed jump and I'll
Yeah.
die from fall damage. And he said masters never die from fall damage. Okay, so how do I get a water bucket then?
Do you even have a house yet?
No?
Alright, buddy. You should probably get a house first.
He needs
like that one
food,
over
like,
there. You
badly.
need something on the
Yeah.
ground level. Something where you don't have to go up high for.
Are you serious? These are actually houses? Okay, so how do I get a house? The master showed me the building where I could buy my
It's an
parkour
IKEA.
skyscraper.
You're new here. I'll help you out a little bit. I'm kind of rich, so just take this and hopefully that will help you buy your first house.
You're rich? Wait, what does that mean? It was already clear that I knew nothing
There's
about
still
what life
classism
was
up
like
here.
The parkour master dropped me 5 oak blocks. Why would he drop me these? Wait, how
I
much
love
is a
classism.
skyscraper gonna cost? I made my way
I
over to the
love-
shop where I was
I
gonna
love
buy my
classism.
first house as a parkour master. I walked inside and the store looked nothing
you have
like
to, like,
all the other
impress
shops
him?
I bought houses from. Instead, there was just one giant hole in the middle. Okay, don't tell me I have to do this jump to buy a skyscraper. Is this even possible?
Okay, clearly you have no idea how this works. You have to build your jump, buddy.
Let's go. I
Oh,
can build
that's
my
how
own
pros
jump to
work.
pay for my house. Now I understand why the parkour master gave me these blocks. All right, what am I gonna build? Wait, how do I even know this is gonna be enough to buy the house? Can't you just tell me how much the house costs?
No, that's your job. Just warning you, if you don't pay enough, I'm not gonna sell you a house.
Okay, I have to guess the price. That's just great. Let's just hope this 3-block diagonal jump works. Nice. All right, did I get the house?
Bro, you're kidding, right? You're trying to buy a skyscraper. Why would you think that would work? If I had a dirt house to sell, I wouldn't even give it to you for that.
Okay, that's not good. Now I just wasted 3 of the blocks I had. How am I possibly gonna make a jump hard enough to buy a skyscraper with 1 block? Okay, let's see. This is a 3-block jump and then into a 2-block jump. Oh god, I have an idea and I don't like it. But
He's
if
gonna
I'm
do
buy
another
a parkour
360.
skyscraper,
His
I think
360s
this is my
are
only
carrying
choice.
him.
This is such a bad idea. Why am I
They
doing this?
are.
Whatever. I'm just gonna go for it. 1, 2.
Ooh.
Oh my
I
god,
believe I
double
just made that.
360.
That was actually
Never even
clutch.
seen a 360, but you just paid me with 2 in a row. This is incredible. Let me show you to your parkour skyscraper.
If there's one thing I know about life in parkour civilization, it's that a 360 can solve everything.
All right, here's your
Guess
new
so.
house.
I have to be the
Yeah.
first person in history to have bought a house on the noob level, the pro level,
Ooh,
and
wait,
the
is the
master level.
parkour
I
champion
cannot
gonna
wait
be
to
the
check this
champion
out.
of
Wait, how do I even get up
360s?
here?
Oh, yeah, usually when people buy this house, they water bucket from all
The
the way
first
upstairs to
person to
get
match is
inside.
I have to jump
360s.
all the way up there just to get up 1 block?
No, since you paid me a lot, I'll help you out.
The guy told me I could use this block instead of water bucketing, but he said as a parkour master, if you're caught using this, everyone will make fun of you. That means I'm gonna have to get a water bucket before
I like
become
how
a social
the stakes
outcast up
aren't
here.
death
All
anymore.
right, time
It's
to
just
check out the
getting made
biggest
fun of.
house I've ever bought in
Yeah.
parkour civilization. The downside about
Ooh.
being a parkour master is every jump in my life life is
Oh
now
my
so much
God.
harder. The houses up here had so many more spaces to fall through. I even had to jump if I wanted to go on the couch. But that's what it means to be a master in Parkour Civilization. Parkour masters are never supposed to fall, no matter how hard the jump is. So I guess I have to do all these glass jumps every time I want to get to the top floor of my house. When I climbed up the ladder, I was in my very own garden. I didn't even know nature like this still existed in Parkour Civilization, but now I have it in my house. This entire
that's
level
really
of
nice, actually.
civilization
That's
was
pretty.
still so
I like that.
crazy to me. I couldn't even believe half of the things I was seeing. Never in my life would I have thought I would have to swim up a waterfall to get to the top floor of my house. I was so amazed by everything around me that I didn't even pay attention to the fact that I was at 2 hearts. If I missed one of these jumps and took fall damage, it might be the end of me. But I'm a master now, so I never miss jump. No! I missed one parkour jump
my
and I
God.
took 1 heart of damage, leaving me with 1
Bro,
heart
just
left.
eat.
I
Find
was so
food.
focused
Open your
on buying a
chests.
house that I didn't even
Yeah.
realize I had no food or no regeneration. I was still suffering the consequences from the ambush
It
at
was
the
kinda
parkour
dumb.
temple. Now that I had time to process the situation, there was no way that person acted alone. Someone didn't want me to rank
Also,
up, and whoever
that
that is,
dude, like, they say that all battles are done in parkour, but that dude just set a trap with like TNT. There's no parkour related to that. That was just
Oh,
a
that's
straight
true.
up explosive.
is still out there. I didn't
I was
know.
like, he was
Maybe
only a
it was
parkour
another
pro,
parkour
he wasn't even a
master, or
master.
maybe it was someone else. All I knew is that I was gonna have to
Ooh, maybe
figure
it's
out
a
something quick
champion.
if I wanted to survive. If I
Maybe the
missed one
champion's
more jump,
scared.
my entire
Probably,
journey
yeah.
would be for nothing. So if I was gonna have any chance at surviving, I was gonna need to find a place to get food. I went down the parkour highway until I saw a massive building in the distance. I was just hoping that this was a place to get food because I had 4 hunger bars left, and I don't even want to think about what might happen if I lose the ability to sprint. I walked into the building, and so far I didn't see anything that resembled food. All I saw were dispensers and hoppers on the wall. All of the dispensers had different types of parkour items listed above them. Maybe this was a place I could go and get more blocks to build more jumps. Or maybe not. Why don't these machines even work? I'm not getting anything.
Hey, buddy, you're not seriously trying to rob the parkour bank, are you?
The parkour bank.
I already knew parkour was how people paid each other in Parkour Civilization, but this was different. Someone walked up with a piece of paper and put it into the dispenser. In exchange, they got wood
Is that
blocks for it.
Gojo?
I realized the paper the guy put
Was
into the
it?
dispenser was something I
Dude
was
with white hair
already
with the
familiar
blindfold.
with. It must have been
Pretty
a
sure
daily
that's
task
Gojo.
paper, which means
Maybe that's
not
you
even
in,
being
like,
a parkour
50
master can
years.
get me
Yeah.
out of work. On the other side of the bank, I saw a staircase that was definitely too hard to do with 1 heart left.
Hey man, I don't mean to assume anything, but the top floor is for people with money. You can come back when you're rich, though.
How does every parkour master know that this is
God.
my first day here? All right, well, I found
This
the
is
bank,
starting
but
to
that
get
didn't
too
help me at all.
relatable.
The situation was getting worse as I kept going on. I was now down to 3.5 hunger bars. If I didn't get food within a few minutes, I would
Yeah,
lose
bro
my
needs
sprint,
to
and
eat
every
bad.
3-block jump that I've been doing would be impossible. Okay, I really hope this place sells food.
Yeah, this is the place for food. You just gotta build your jump.
Oh, this is it. I'm done for. I have no blocks left. I have no way of paying for anything in Parkour Civilization. I'm gonna be the first parkour master in history to starve. How embarrassing is that? Wait a minute. Unless parkour can be used for anything, and that includes bribing parkour pros. Could I bribe a
Ooh.
parkour master for food? Would that work? I mean, maybe it could. What the? Where
Wait, you
did
got
that
blocks.
person just come from? Oh my god, she probably fell from all the way up there. Well, oh well, free blocks for me. Let's go, I'm saved. In my entire time in Parkour Civilization, I've never even seen ice jumps. But
Oh,
now wasn't the time
be
to be scared
careful.
of jumps. I needed the food.
Yeah.
All right, what does 2 3-block ice jumps get me?
Dude, you seriously paid that much?
Wait, what do you mean paid that much? Did I pay a lot? Ice jumps were apparently worth a lot in Parkour Civilization
Oh.
because I got
Oh my
64
God.
Damn.
carrots.
Please come back, bro. Anytime.
Let's go. I'm not going to be the first parkour master in history to starve. Now, I actually have a chance to start living life as a parkour master.
Where's the
I don't
ball?
even know what to do now. Do I go to work or do I get a water bucket? Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting a water bucket. I took the parkour highway until I found a different building. Hopefully, this would be the place where I could get a water bucket because it didn't really seem like I was a parkour master until I got one. I walked into the building and I saw a giant glass staircase with a small platform on top. And on the floor, it looked like there was some sort of target.
You're here for a water bucket?
Yeah. Is this the place I get one?
You don't just get one, you pay for one with your life. Climb up to the top
Oh my
of the
God.
staircase and grab a water bucket. If you make it, you keep it.
Of course, I have to risk my life yet
Ooh,
again.
this-
Getting
okay,
a water bucket was
this
the
one looks
only thing
painful.
different in Parkour Civilization.
Yeah.
Usually, you pay for everything with parkour, but not this time. It didn't matter though. The fear
Hopefully
of
the
death
server's
never
really good
stopped me
too,
before.
so you can
Yes,
actually
sir.
make
Somehow
the
he
bucket
ranked up.
clutch.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Maybe he dies from the water bucket, but if he doesn't, we'll be there to stop him.
I somehow made it to the top of the glass staircase. I can confidently say that stairs are the worst thing about being a parkour master. But right now, stairs were the least of my worries. I opened the chest to see a bunch of water buckets. The only way I'm gonna be able to keep one of these is if I go for the water bucket jump and make it successfully. If I make it, I'll have the ability to unlock an entirely new level of parkour. And if I don't, well, my entire journey's been for nothing. But that's the way life is in Parkour Civilization. You jump to survive. And I happen to be pretty good at it. Why did I do this to myself? I should have never.
No, he made it. He
ranked
made
up.
it. We're good.
Life
We're
as
good.
a
We're good.
parkour
Oh, okay,
noob was so
okay,
much
okay.
easier. I gotta say, life as a parkour master is awesome. I mean, this is what it's like being at the top of Parkour Civilization.
No way. Did I seriously just catch another master doing a 1-block jump to get to his house?
Oh no.
No, I don't even know how this got here. Okay, now I have to start going to my house the real way, and that means taking a trip on the parkour staircase. Here in Parkour Civilization, masters
Where does
should
Gildan
never be
Carrots
seen
go?
doing
Did he eat
one-block
that much?
jumps. If you're caught, you will basically become a
Maybe,
laughing
or maybe
stock
he
in
put them in
Parkour City.
storage.
I tried keeping the
Parkour
one-block
City.
jump to my
Chat.
house for as long as possible because I was avoiding getting to my house the real way. And that's because the real way to my house sucks. If I miss even one of these water bucket jumps, it would be game over for me. But
don't
everyone up
know.
here knows that the best parkour
Okay, that's
masters
game over.
never take fall damage.
Yeah.
And I was gonna be one of the best. Please don't let me die. Oh, thank you. All that just to get to my house. But
My
this
God,
is the
that's
price I paid to
horrifying.
become a parkour master. I defied death too many times to count to rank up. And now, as a master in Parkour Civilization, the only way to survive is by doing the hardest possible jumps. These were jumps I could only dream
like
of when I was a
parkour pros
parkour
have it
noob.
the best
but
so
now
far.
that I earned my water bucket, I have the
Yeah.
ability to become the greatest master in Parkour Civilization.
Like,
my
2
first
blocks
days
are
on this level were
pretty easy.
confusing, but
Yeah.
now
And
I
you
feel
get
like I'm
full
starting to
food,
get the hang of
so-
it. As a parkour
Yeah.
pro, I was required to do a daily task every single day. But now as a master, I can choose to do a task whenever I want. Instead of being paid in practice time, the masters get paid with blocks. As a master, if you want to pay for things, you have to build your own jumps. That means the more blocks you have, the more powerful you are as a master. And right now, I can't make many parkour jumps, so that's why I gotta work.
We're willingly
Parkour
did chain
delivery
parkour.
here.
That's
Come
crazy.
in.
All right, let's hope I can do this job well. Hey there, you wanted some
I mean, he is
parkour?
Gojo.
Oh, hey, that's the
Yeah,
rich,
that's
the rich
right.
guy.
I ordered my new chain
Oh,
couch. You
yeah.
can put it right over there.
I can't
Chain
say I've heard of a
couch.
chain couch before,
my
but I
God.
guess there's a first time for everything. All right, I think
That looks
I
so
built this right.
uncomfortable.
Is this what you wanted?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
this is a real
He's gonna
couch.
fall through the
Maybe if you're as
chains.
rich as me one day, you can afford one of these.
Sure. Well, I hope you enjoy your new. Oh shoot, no, bro. Am I seriously not gonna get a tip? Dude, that guy said he was rich too. I could have gotten some ice blocks or something. The truth about being a parkour master is that people don't always get along. Not only do you have to survive every single jump, but you have to be ready to defend yourself with parkour.
Whoa, 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 buddy. What do you think you're doing? Everyone knows I'm the guy who sells houses. Go and take a different job.
Wait, what do you mean? My job today is to sell houses. You can't just skip one day? Come on, man. I need the money.
That's it. Parkour battle. You and me right now.
Man,
If
that's
I defend
crazy.
yourself, I mean being
is
prepared for a
crazy.
random parkour battle at any point. For my first move, I attacked with a 3-block diagonal jump into a 3-block vertical diagonal jump. I thought it was a strong attack, but the parkour master clearly had no problem with it. Now it was his turn to
Ooh.
attack, and I was in serious trouble. The parkour master built a 3-block chain jump.
Let's see you try to defend
yeah,
against
that would
this
be-
attack,
that would be
buddy.
rough.
Wait, I don't even have chains to build with. I can't do this jump.
Then you have officially lost the parkour battle, and the selling house job is mine again.
And there it was. That was my first time losing a parkour battle. But that's just a part of the learning
Oh,
process
that
for
was
being a parkour master. But even though
not
I've learned
as
so
bad
much,
as I thought
there's
it'd
one
be.
thing that I've yet to figure out, and that's how to get to the top
Yeah, he
of
was
the parkour
surprisingly
temple.
chill.
If I make it up there, I
Like,
could
last time it
potentially
was, like,
be the
for their
parkour
life.
champion, but I
Now it's
didn't
just
see a
like-
way up. Back when I was
No,
a parkour
I get to
pro,
work
I
instead
could
of
see
you.
the path on the side of the wall to rank up, but now there's nothing here.
That's because you can't see it. It's
Hey,
said
it's
only
that guy.
The parkour champion knows
Oh my
the
God,
way
yeah.
up.
Standing behind me was the master that I beat in my first parkour battle. He was the one who gave me the Totem of Undying and helped me find the way past the impossible jump. Without his help, I would have never become a parkour master, and I wouldn't even be alive right now.
I knew giving you that Totem of Undying was a good choice. Now that you ranked up, you have the chance to save all of Parkour Civilization. by
He's a good
becoming
guy.
the
He was kind of a
champion.
jerk
Save
before, but
Parkour
like
Civilization? Wait,
he's
what are you
actually a
talking
good
about?
guy.
Why do I need to
He
be
was-
the
he
one
was
to
just doing
become
his
the
job, to
parkour
be
champion?
fair.
You don't understand. We are at war. We thought all hope was lost before you ranked
Oh,
up. You
no.
don't understand.
What?
People aren't supposed to rank up, but you did it anyways. You need to come with me now.
What is
He's part of
going
the
on? There's a
resistance.
parkour
Oh
war,
my
and
God.
Somehow I'm supposed to be the champion? Oh, what
Park-
am I getting
is he a
myself
parkour
into?
warrior?
I should have never ranked up. I was happy
Oh my
in my
God.
mansion. The master brought me into the parkour temple, and I followed him until he showed me a secret room. When I walked inside, I saw a small-scale version of a map of the entire parkour civilization. The master said he had a mission for me. He told me to travel as far north as I could and find the highest parkour highway there is. He told me there's a building there that's extremely difficult to get into, but if I could get into it, I could get the truth about parkour civilization. He told me to go at night, and if I succeed, I might be able to save everyone. It was time. I woke up in the middle of the night. This was a stealth mission. If everything went according to plan, I would get in and get out and no one would see me. And obviously, that's assuming the parkour master isn't leading me into a trap, but for whatever it's worth, I trust him. If he was trying to stop me from ranking up, he wouldn't have given me the Totem of Undying. That means I can only assume if he wanted me dead, I would have been dead already. But at this
That
point,
was a nice
I wasn't
clutch.
doing it for the parkour
That
master.
was.
I was doing
Fun
it
fact,
for
it's
me.
actually a
If there
lot
was
easier
any
to clutch with a water bucket if you crouch. Gives you like a little bit more
Oh, is it?
yeah, a little bit more time to hit the water bucket because it gets the hitbox or the distance that you can place a block is determined by your head location, right?
Mhm.
And when you crouch, your head location gets a little bit closer to like the bottom of your hitbox. So you
Oh,
have a
okay.
little bit more time.
chance I could figure out the truth about
Maybe
parkour
that's why I'm so
civilization,
bad,
I
'cause
was
I'm not
gonna take it.
crouching.
All I know is someone tried to stop me from ranking up, and this place might give me answers. I traveled north like the master told me to, and all the way at the top, I saw the parkour highway I needed to get to. There was no turning back now. Going up this might be a one-way trip, but if what I was doing actually could save parkour civilization, then someone's got to be the one to do it, so why not me? Now that I was at the top of the staircase, getting to the parkour highway was a different story. I didn't
Oof.
even know if this jump was possible. Oh, I'm
That-
gonna
that's
regret
a
this.
weird
I
jump.
backed up to get momentum,
That-
and I
nice.
jumped.
He learned about
no.
momentum.
Yeah, no.
I thought it was too short,
Nice.
but I made it.
Ooh.
Okay, that was
Ooh.
way too close. That better be the last time I do something like that. Given that this place I was trying to find wasn't supposed to be found, that probably wouldn't be the case. I kept going on the parkour highway until I saw a building.
no.
This one looked different than all of the other
Oh, that
buildings
jump
in
looks
Parkour City,
awful.
and I had a feeling that it
Oh,
wasn't
oh
gonna
my
be
God,
easy
It's
to
an
get
ice
to.
jump
But
pit
that's
hitter.
why the master sent me.
Oh, and
The
there's a
guy
block in the
who's
last
never
jump, so it's
failed a jump
RNG
before.
too.
Yeah, let's pretend that's true. The entrance to the building looked like it was guarded by a difficult parkour course. As long as there were no people around, I was just fine with doing parkour. But if people were to show up and challenge me to a parkour battle, well, it's been a good run. This next jump was a 4-block
Whoa.
jump. I don't think I've ever done a 4-block jump straight up before, but the master said that this mission would be difficult, and if there's someone to do it, it was
Okay,
gonna be me. I
that's
got momentum,
nice,
and I
nice.
made the
You
4
always
Whoa.
get momentum. Well
4-block
done.
jump down, and
mhm.
now, oh my god, what is this? I stood on a path of ice blocks, and at the end, there was a jump way too far to even comprehend. This could have been a 6-block jump. I couldn't believe it.
Oh,
I
it's a
tried looking
stair
around
then,
for barrier
okay.
blocks.
Yeah, no,
Maybe there was a secret path to
that's-
this as well, but
it's
I found
possible,
nothing.
but it's gonna be-
Somehow, I was
ugh.
gonna have to make this jump. And I think I had an idea of how I might be able to do it. Okay, well, I get one chance at this. Oh man, if only I was rich enough to buy ice blocks to practice. Oh,
Nice.
I do not want to do that again.
First try.
There must be a parkour god looking out for me. Okay, back to the secret mission. Now, I was just hoping I
is
didn't
Parkour
walk
god
into an
reference.
ambush. I walked inside and I saw a giant hole in the floor with some parkour jumps up top. I was thankful that I didn't see anyone waiting for me. And what I wasn't thankful
Ugh.
for was this
I
glass
hate
pane
glass pane
staircase.
jumps.
Oh man, why do they
This
have
is
to make
actually, like,
staircases so
making me
complicated in
nauseated.
Parkour Civilization? This was supposed to be a stealth mission, but the staircase is making it really hard for that to be possible. After too long,
Okay.
I made it up the staircase.
There's a part of me that just wonders why he doesn't use the water bucket to climb up the building. You know, just like place it on the side, swim up, place it on the side, swim up.
Into the
I
top
mean, he
floor.
doesn't
I
know
looked
that tech
around
yet.
but didn't
Guess
see
not.
anyone. All I saw was some weird pedestal in the middle and some giant screen. What is this thing? This looks so... What the... Look, I told you it was possible.
No way. That was actually incredible. All right, well, I got my money's worth.
Let's go. I got paid for parkour.
If you want, I can keep making more parkour for you to do, and I'll pay you for it.
Whoa, what just happened? How did I
Whoa.
see that vision? That's my
Bro's
memory,
having
isn't it?
PTSD
That's
flashbacks.
CWAT. I've lived that before. What is going on? I walked over to the screen and opened the book on the desk. It said, enter user.
Ooh.
Well, I was here for information, wasn't I? Might as well see what this does. I put my name into the book and put it back on the desk, and text appeared on the screen. Rank new. Wait, how? I'm a master, though. But before I could think any further, someone appeared right behind me. Before they
Whoa.
saw me, I ran and hid behind the bush. Oh, no, this is not good. This is not good.
Oh man,
That is not-
going into work late today, I guess,
Ooh.
or early maybe. I don't know.
So far, the person didn't see me, but that's when someone else came into the room. It was CWAT. I know him, don't I? He's from my memory.
Whoa,
I
what's
saw him
going
walk
on?
up to the desk and start putting something in the book.
Oh my
and
God.
the player that
This
was
is
on
like
the
that one
pedestal
Incredibles
started moving.
scene.
I watched as this player with no boots walked up to a parkour jump and failed the 1-block jump.
And we got another noob. Good. We needed more of those.
What is going on here?
You can come out from
Whoa.
behind that bush, you know.
Oh no, this is not good. Okay, time to improvise.
I mean, bro, the bush is see-through. You really thought that was gonna
Yeah, I
work?
was wondering
Okay,
about
can
that.
you just tell me what's going on? Why did I see you when I stepped on that pedestal? We know each other. That's our memory.
Nope. That's just what every new person sees. It's a fake memory to make you
What?
think that parkour is how you succeed in life. I mean, why else would people parkour if it wasn't for money or social status?
So it
What?
was all just a lie? I don't get it. What is this for? These 3 jumps. That new
crazy.
player just fell through on the first one. What happened to him? Siwa explained that these 3 jumps decide whether a new player becomes a noob, a pro, or a master. These 3 jumps right when you join Parkour Civilization decide your entire fate? How is that fair?
It's not about fair, it's about order. If you can't parkour, you deserve to be at the bottom.
This
Wait,
is so
this
messed
is
up. This is so messed
crazy.
up. How is this
This is
happening? I
crazy.
can't let this keep going on.
This is
I
like
have
the
to find
biggest
a way to
plot
stop
twist
this.
in
Okay,
in
if I can attack him with a
Minecraft
parkour jump, he has no
lore.
choice but to battle me. I have to do an attack that he'll never be able to do. It's time to go for the 720.
I wouldn't do that if I were
The
you.
7
I looked over
money.
and see what already had an attack built. It was with candles.
Yep, candle jump. One attack from this and it does 10 hearts, and that's good night for you.
I was finished. I couldn't attack. I couldn't do anything. I was defenseless. So what happens now?
Despite my best efforts to get rid of you, I couldn't do it, so someone else will.
Siwa placed down a parkour jump made out of brewing stands. I've never even heard of parkour with brewing stands before.
Interesting thing about brewing stand jumps, they aren't just difficult, but they can deal any potion effect you want.
This was it. I had no brewing stands to defend myself. I took the hit and slowly started fading away.
Have fun with the champion in the arena.
Ooh,
No pressure
my
at all.
God.
Just 1 minute before I fight the parkour champion. All right, I'm gonna take
What?
32 blocks. I really just hope there's a chance that the greatest
only
player in
took
parkour
32
civilization
when
doesn't know how to
there's
do a
that
360. I was now getting ready to fight the parkour champion
Bro's gonna
in
use
the arena.
360s
The worst
again,
part
yeah.
was is that I was only
Yeah.
allowed to bring in 64 blocks
Oh,
to
that's
fight
why
with.
he only
I
brought
had no
in-
clue what the parkour
okay.
champion was gonna
He
attack
needs
me
ice
with,
blocks.
so I decided
Apparently
to take
he's
some
good
of
at
every
those.
block. This was life or death. If by some
box.
miracle I could defend the parkour champion's attacks, I would have to use these blocks to build the hardest parkour
Wait,
jumps I've
don't,
ever
like, candle
done. I
attacks do
wanted to
10
believe that I could win,
damage?
but
She said
deep
that?
down I knew that this
Yeah.
could very well be the end of my journey.
Before you
Ooh,
step
wait.
into the arena, drop all of your blocks. I need to count if you are bringing 64.
These are the blocks I'm bringing. It should add up to 64.
You're good. You may now fight the parkour champion.
This was it. One way or
Dun,
another,
dun,
this would be my
dun.
final battle in Parkour Civilization. The door opened and I stepped in to the parkour arena. It was time
Wait, he
to
could
fight.
bring you
If I
one
somehow
more.
beat the parkour champion, maybe I have
Hold
a way
on. 8, 12, 16, 20, 20. Yeah, you're right. Maybe
to
there's
save
a secret
everyone in
there.
Parkour Civilization. But
Maybe.
if I lose, which let's be
Oh,
honest
so what were you
here,
saying?
is very much possible.
I don't
well,
remember.
Let's just say I should have died a
Uh.
long time ago. I thought the Parkour Civilization I was living in was fair and a place where everyone could parkour to rank up in society. But I was wrong. I discovered the truth that your entire fate is decided by 3 jumps. And there are people at the top of Parkour Civilization that will stop at nothing to keep this order. Unfortunately, I couldn't discover the truth without paying the price. And now there's nothing I can do.
Have fun with the champion in the arena.
And now it's time to fight the champion. Wait,
Is that
what?
Intel
Not the
edits?
champion? Who are you? You're a pro.
Is it?
What are you doing here? I
Yeah,
thought I was
that's
fighting
his
the
skin.
champion.
Oh, yeah, you have to fight me first. Please just go easy on me, though. It's my first time here.
Okay, I guess I'm not fighting the champion first. I have to fight a parkour pro? This is really weird. I've never even fought a pro. What jumps can they even do? I forgot. For my first attack, I attacked with a 3-block vertical jump. I didn't want to do anything too crazy on my first attack because if I missed and let him get the chance to attack, I run the risk of taking damage. But fortunately, it seemed like this fight was going to be easier than I thought until something happened. The blocks that I used for my attack all disappeared.
they're
In the
trying
parkour
to-
arena, if you place blocks, you will never get them back. And now I realized why I was fighting a parkour pro. It was genius, actually. If I wasted all of my blocks before getting to the champion, I would have no fighting chance. Hey, quick question. The people who put you here, what did they say you were here for?
Oh, yeah, they said I would be warming up the crowd, you know, for like the fight.
Warming up
Yeah,
the
the
crowd.
crowd.
You know there's literally no one watching, right?
Yeah,
And the
I
crowd
know.
goes
Please just
wild.
get this over
That-
with.
Oh
That
god,
would've been
I'm a
so
terrible
cool if they had a
person.
crowd
Man,
here.
This is the weirdest parkour battle.
Yeah.
ever.
Like, I
know that
For
would've
my
been
second
really hard
attack,
to, like,
I built
actually-
a 4-block jump, and of course, it was successful once again. But at this point, I wasn't worried about winning. I was worried about the blocks I was losing for every attack. There was no way I could afford to use more than 2 blocks for
The
an attack. At least not in
1,000,
this fight. For the
player
final attack, I did a
aspect
backwards
is
jump.
just
Did
the
you just go
audience.
backwards?
This
The
is
what?
not going to be pretty. Oh,
The 1,000
shoot!
player-
Oh,
oh.
that was not
Oh.
how I
The
thought it was
1,000
gonna
player
turn out.
aspect
It
is
was a
just
little
the audience.
unfortunate
They
that
don't
I
get to
essentially
choose.
wasted 2 blocks on
Yeah.
that jump since
If
he
we actually
didn't even
do a
try
1,000
it,
player
but at least I
civilization.
survived the first
Yeah.
parkour battle without taking any damage. So now what happens? Do I fight the champion? I stood there on the platform
No,
not
there's
knowing
gonna be
what
a
to
master.
do until I saw
He's-
someone
he's
jumping
draining you
towards
from
me.
blocks.
All right, this is it. This is the battle
Ooh.
for life or death. Let's get this over with. So you must be the champion, right?
Me? The champion? You're joking, right? Look at my boots. I'm a master. Do these look diamond to you?
Okay, well, I don't know. I thought I was fighting the champion. So when does that happen?
You still have 2 more people to go through if
What?
you want to see the champion.
Two
but you're
more?
not making it
Crazy.
past me. Let's go. Start the battle.
Yeah.
This is not good. I have to win 2 more parkour battles if I want to even see the champion. It was clear that the odds were stacked against me, but that wasn't going to stop me from trying. Now, I was fighting against a master. This means I couldn't hold back with my attacks. I was going to have to attack with harder jumps.
Ooh.
I decided this was a good time to use one of my stairs. For my first attack, I did a 4-block diagonal stair jump,
Nice.
but I was in trouble. Even for myself, I knew the attack was too easy.
That's what you're attacking me with?
I was getting ready for the master to easily defend my attack, but by some
didn't
miracle,
make it.
he
I think
failed.
he also built
The
it wrong. I'm not
master
sure.
didn't
Yeah, he
know,
did.
But I realized he built the jump wrong. He tried doing a harder jump than my attack. I got lucky with that first attack, but that wasn't going to happen again. I needed to
Ooh,
do
I don't know
harder
if I like
jumps.
this one.
I used 2 more of my stairs to build another 4-block
Yeah.
diagonal jump. If I make this, I would only need 1 more attack to win the battle. But I missed. I came
No,
so
what?
close, but I didn't land on the
He was
stair.
on it.
Yeah, I feel like he
Wasted
made
another
it.
2 stairs, I see.
Yeah.
Even if you do beat me, you'll have no blocks to fight the champion with.
The master was right. I was running out of blocks quickly. I only had 1 stair left, and I wasn't even done with my second battle.
Oh,
I
no.
watched
Oh,
as
wait.
the master built his first
Ooh.
attack.
What
I was gonna
happens if
have to
they
defend myself
don't have
against a
it?
4-block ice jump.
Then they lose
Go on,
automatically,
use
remember?
some of your ice blocks. I'm sure you don't have that
yeah.
many of them.
He was right. I only had 4 ice blocks with me. Even the best case scenario where I defend this attack, I'll only have 2 ice blocks left. I went for the jump, and I almost slid off, but I stayed on. Oh, that was too close. Okay. It was now my turn to attack, but this battle was taking too long. I knew what the master was doing. He was trying to make me waste all of my blocks, but there was no way I could let that happen, which means I could only do one thing. I needed
gonna
to
do
build an
another
attack
360.
that would end this battle right now, and I knew just the way to do
Ooh.
it. In a parkour battle, the harder the attack is, the more damage it does. And I was about to attack with one of the hardest parkour combos I've ever done. All right,
He's
4
about to
block
do a
jump
4
into
block
2 block.
into-
Let's do this. I attacked with a 4-block jump into a 360.
Ooh, that was clean.
Oh, let's go. I actually made it. That was the craziest parkour combo I've ever done. All right, buddy, your turn.
He hit you with
4-block
the
jump
wombo
into a
combo.
2-block 360.
This is impossible.
I watched as the parkour master attempted the combo and failed, and the
Ooh.
damage was enough to win the parkour battle. It worked. That parkour combo that I did,
Bro,
may
his
have just
360s
saved
are
my life,
carrying
at least for
him.
now. If
They
that master
are.
was telling the truth, I still have to win 1 more battle if I want to fight the champion. There was nothing else I could do. I tried looking around for a way to escape, but there was nowhere I could go. The only way out of this arena
Breach
is
out.
to continue fighting. From across the arena, the path opened up, and my third opponent jumped towards me.
Evbo, you've come so far, but this is as far as you go. I'm afraid you won't make it past me to fight the champion. Let's begin.
No, you can
Okay,
do it,
let's do
Evbo.
this. It's just another master. I just beat one before.
I was not
and
expecting
can do
to
it
get this
again. If I
invested.
can finish this battle with a couple parkour combos, I might have enough blocks to fight the champion. For my first attack, I decided to build 2 4-block jumps. I thought this combo would be hard, but I had no clue who I was facing. The master made
Yeah,
the
I mean,
jumps
like, that
easily, and
becomes
my
easier
attack
with
was
more momentum,
unsuccessful.
so that does
Now,
make
I was in
sense.
huge trouble. Unlike all the other people I faced in parkour battles, this master was not afraid to attack with his own parkour combos. And unfortunately for me, his was much harder than mine.
That's
the
a
second
good one,
jump in
yeah.
the combo was a jump that I didn't think would be possible. It was too far, but I had to try. My life depended on this. I went to defend
Nice.
the attack,
Oh.
but I overjumped it. The attack
Shoulda
dealt
shifted.
5 hearts of damage. Oh, this is not good. This is really not good. I managed to gain back 2 hearts, but my hunger was lost. This was it. No more second chances. No more regenerating health. I had to make these jumps. The parkour
Wow.
master attacked with an even harder combo. This time
This
using
guy's
2
good.
chains and an ice block.
Yeah.
But by some miracle, I made it.
Nice.
Oh man, how did I just do that? This master was too good. No matter what jump I thought of, I knew he could make it. That's why I was gonna have to do something that's never been done in the history of parkour battles. And I was gonna have to do this first try. Finish it off with the 3-block candle jump and
Whoa!
let's go.
That's
I'm probably
insane.
gonna die. Let's do this.
That is.
Flower pot jump to chain, chain to backwards jump to
What?
360 fence jump, diagonal
Oh
chain
my
jump to the
God.
candle.
He's cracked.
I did it.
He
I just
is.
made the hardest parkour combo
Oh,
in
he
the
doesn't
world.
have chains
Evbo,
anymore.
the champion tasked me with making sure you don't rank up, but I now realize that's not possible. Your parkour is beyond me. You have my respects. Good luck against the champion.
Before I could say
Oh,
anything,
Or just
the
gave
master
up.
gave up and just jumped off. I won the 3rd battle, which means now I only have to battle the champion. And the champion is the one that tried to stop me from ranking up this entire time?
Whoa.
All of this parkour just to die by the champion.
This was it. Standing in front of me was the champion of parkour civilization.
You put up a good fight, I'll give you that. But this ends here.
I watched as the parkour champion built his first attack, and it was a 5-block jump.
If you beat me in this battle, you become the parkour champion. And you could be the one that makes the rules. But this is my parkour civilization. And I never
Hold on.
lose.
Hold
But
on.
This is my parkour
Hold on.
civilization, and I never lose.
The parkour
Slightly
champion
suspicious
made
there.
the 5-block
Yeah.
jump. It's not possible. It's just not. I can't do it.
Yeah, no,
This
that
was
actually
it.
is
This was
physically
the
impossible.
end. There was no second chance,
Yeah.
no backup I could call for.
Maybe he's
nothing
got that
to get me
Optifine
out of
glitch you were
this.
talking
I
about.
lost, and
Yeah,
I
maybe
won't
like
be
45
the one to
strafes like
save
5
parkour
times and you just
civilization.
couldn't see it. Ooh, what?
I
Wow.
opened my eyes and I was in a
Oh,
place that I
what?
knew all too well. I was down at the bottom. I was in the parkour temple
Whoa.
at the noob level of parkour civilization. I opened my inventory and I had leather boots on. After the battle with the champion, I am now a noob again. I let everyone down. I was supposed to be the one to save parkour
You were
civilization.
supposed to be the chosen
and I
one,
couldn't do it.
Anakin.
And now the champion gets what he wants. No one can ever rank up ever again. No one's free. People risked their lives because they trusted me to help them, and I failed. And it was all for nothing. Now I'm just at the bottom again. I don't even have sprint. I can't even do more than a 2-block jump. It's over, right? The old man gave me the last ticket to rank up. And even if I did, what's the point? The only way I could save people is by becoming the champion. And he's impossible to beat. Well, it's out of my hands now. There's nothing to do. I mean, maybe I just go back to parkour prison. At least there I could get fed some better food. Rather have fish than raw chicken.
Down at the bottom again, are we?
Whoa.
Maybe I was wrong about you.
You were wrong about me. Wait, who are you?
Something tells me you already know the answer.
The strange man
Wait,
turned around
he has
and he was
netherite
wearing
boots?
He's the cookie
netherite
god.
Boots?
Oh my god.
Oh,
The
I
parkour
do
god.
not want to do that again. There must be a parkour god looking out for me.
Oh
You're
my
the
God.
parkour god? But you were just a myth. Is this all of your doing?
The parkour civilization I created was never intended to divide people, but the new champion had different plans.
And you wanted me to stop the
It's so
champion,
ridiculous
and
seeing
I
a
couldn't.
cookie god
I'm sorry
doing
you
this.
put your trust in me.
Yeah.
I thought I was good enough. I thought I could do it.
You seem like all hope is lost.
I mean, I can't do anything. I'm back at the noob level. I can't get a ticket anymore. I can't even sprint. What good is a 1-block jump gonna do against the parkour champion?
As long as you can parkour, there is always a way.
Whoa.
The parkour god dropped a pair of boots on the ground and jumped away. What is going on? I jumped over and grabbed the boots that the parkour god left. These were no ordinary boots. These were diamond. Only the parkour champion wears these. And now I have them. I threw away my leather boots and I put on the champion boots. Immediately, my hunger bar returned to full and I could see above into the upper layers. Oh my god, this is
So you
crazy.
were right
What is going on? What is going on?
thing.
I don't know where the parkour god got these boots from or why he would trust me with them, but it didn't matter. This was my second chance. I don't know how I'm gonna get back up to the top, but I'm gonna find a way. Everyone's life depends on this, and that's why I'm gonna be the one to save Parkour Civilization. Parkour Civilization was in danger. I thought people could parkour their way up to a better life, but I realized it was all just a lie. The truth is that the parkour champion controls everyone and everything. I thought I could be the one to put an end to it and save everyone, but I failed.
Okay, I want to look at that jump
I
again
thought
because
I could be the one to put an end.
there's definitely something going on here. Okay, yeah, you see that, right?
Yeah.
Like, he lands here.
He's hacking.
Wait. Oh no, he just unsprints. Or unshifts.
Save everyone, but I failed. Luckily for me, second chances come around quite often, and I still
really
have
do.
one more shot at saving Parkour Civilization. The only way I can put an end to all this is if I beat the parkour champion, and that means I have to get back up to the arena somehow. And that was going to be harder than I thought.
Bro, take the
I
stairs.
had diamond boots on, meaning the barriers to the parkour temple shouldn't be here, but they were, and I had no way up. That means somehow I was going to have to get a ticket.
Take the
This is not
Parkour Pro
good.
stairs
I
you
can't
took
even earn
before.
a ticket myself, meaning the only way I'm gonna get one is if some other noob has one. But even if I got lucky and a noob hasn't used their ticket already, I couldn't find anyone. I was beginning to think that there were no noobs left and they were all in prison
hey.
until I finally found one still standing. I asked the noob if there was any chance he had a ticket or even knew someone with a ticket so I could get into the temple. But he said that pros don't come down here anymore and do ticket challenges. It's now impossible for parkour noobs to rank up at all. This has to be the champion's doing. If pros don't come down here at all, the noobs have no way of getting food. That means if I don't get up in time and beat the champion, everyone down here will die. There has to be a way I can get past these barriers. I mean, the parkour god wouldn't have given me champion boots for nothing, right? And that's when I remembered I had champion boots on now. These boots were meant for the person that rules Parkour Civilization. And that's when I thought back to what the champion said.
If you beat me in this battle, you become the parkour champion. And you could be the one that makes the rules.
If the parkour champion makes the rules, they had to be the one to place the barriers, right? Which means if someone placed them,
Wait.
someone can get rid of them. It was a shot in the dark, but I thought I'd at least try. Oh, this is pointless. This is not gonna work. Wait, what? It broke. I couldn't believe it, but there it was.
Okay.
I was staring
Not
at a
how
hole in
Minecraft
the
barrier blocks work,
this is
but
insane. I can break
we'll
barriers
excuse
now?
it for the
Oh,
narrative.
thank you, parkour god. Let's
Is
go.
he gonna do a
I got rid
head
of more
hitter?
of the barriers
Why would
until
you-
there was a space big enough to jump through. All right, let me make sure I'm not hitting my head on any of these. And now it's time to go save everyone. I did it. I was now inside the
Nice,
parkour temple,
nice.
and I was one step closer to getting back up to the top. Now that I was in the
I'm still
temple, it
confused
was
why he
time to
doesn't take
start
the
actually
Parkour Pro
coming up with a
staircase.
plan. I was gonna have to find a way to somehow get back into the arena and fight the champion. And even if I do manage to do that, I still have to worry about beating him, which is a whole nother story. My rough draft of a plan involved grabbing blocks, and I thought I could get some here, but the chests were empty. Those chests were usually filled with blocks for the pros to do their daily tasks, but someone got rid of all of them. My idea of getting blocks was already off to a bad start, but I had a backup plan for where I could go to get more. I made it back up to the second layer of Parkour Civilization, but now
this is kind of
no
a cool
time to celebrate.
backtrack.
I still had such a long way to go to get up to the third layer, and time was running out. I made my way over to the place where I could get all the blocks I needed. The parkour training grounds should have thousands of blocks I could use. The last time I was in here, I was training to rank up to become a master, but something was off. The course I built to practice to rank up was still here. This doesn't make sense. Have all of the pros just been practicing this course I built? But that's when my situation just got a whole lot worse. No, come on, they can't be empty. Why are they empty? All of these chests should have been filled with blocks to build parkour jumps, but they were all empty. Okay, this is not good. This is really not good. Something strange was going on, and I needed to find some answers. I took a trip back to where I used to live when I was a parkour pro. If there was anyone I could trust to talk to, it would be my neighbor. And that was assuming he was still alive. I found the house where my neighbor used to live, and thankfully, Parkour Civilization hadn't claimed him just yet.
Evbo, You're alive, and you're the parkour champion?
Well, I'm not really the champion. I mean, I guess technically I am. I don't know. It's a long story. I asked my neighbor what was going on, and he said everything has changed. He said that parkour pros aren't allowed to go down to the noob level anymore, and some masters came down and took every block, and they can't even practice anymore. This was it. This was truly the end of parkour civilization. First, it was the noobs in danger. Now the pros are, and soon it might even be
the pros are in
masters. One by
significantly
one,
less
the
danger,
parkour
but
champion is taking away
Yeah.
the free will of everyone. And if I don't end this now, there will be no one left to oppose him. Alright, no pressure. The fate of the world is in my hands, and now I have to speedrun one of the hardest parkour courses there is. Unlike getting up to the pro level, there was no easy way up to the master level. If you wanted to get back, you had to do the course. Even though I've made this course before, this was different. Time was running out, meaning I couldn't waste any
He's doing the
taking this
speedrun
parkour
edition.
course slow. And
Oh my God,
I can't
he
afford to
is.
miss a single jump, because if I
Ooh,
do,
he didn't
well,
even
then
line
I
up
guess
the
the parkour
first
god trusted the
3
wrong
plus 1.
person. Luckily, I made the course, and I was now at the master level. And now I was at one part of my master plan, which, well, has not been going to plan at all. If I don't get these gold boots, okay, thank you. Finally, something goes according to my plan. I didn't know if I would still get master boots if I had champion boots on, but luckily, I got an extra pair. Now that I was on the master level, I had to blend in. Any one of these masters could be working for the champion, and if they
Sneaky.
saw me with champion boots on,
True.
well, that's attention that I definitely do not want right now. At least with the gold boots on, the people working for the champion might not recognize me. Now was the
What?
next part of my plan. If I
Bro's
had
been
any
running
shot at
around
all
with
of
that
getting
on.
back into the arena, I was gonna need the parkour master that saved my life. But when I went into the secret room in the parkour temple, he was nowhere to be found. Of course, I knew it was too good to be true to have two things in my plan go smoothly. Now I gotta improvise. Now I had to figure out where the parkour master lived, and I had no way of knowing which house he had. The only thing I could do is sit and wait for him to show up. But if I stayed down here, I run the risk of the masters on the champion's side finding me. I needed somewhere that would at least buy me a little more time, and the only place I thought of was to wait at the very top of the parkour staircase. At least here, I won't be seen that easily, but if I had to get down fast, I had no water bucket to save me. I realized I was standing so close to the barrier between the master and the champion levels, and now I have champion boots, meaning if I put these on, will I be able to see what life is like at the champion level? But before I could put them on, I saw the parkour master I was looking for. Now this is the part I was not looking forward to. The only way I can follow the parkour master is by taking fall damage, and I'm just hoping that the drop to his house isn't too far, and of course it's a 50 block drop. I'm never surviving that. Oh man, I have an idea, and I don't like it. Yep, this is officially the worst idea I've ever had. Okay, no more thinking, let's just do this. I got momentum, and I jumped. I thought
That was
it
a
was
good
too
momentum
short,
jump.
but I made it. Oh, that was so
It was.
crazy. I know the parkour god does not like me for that one. Even though I barely survived, I found the parkour master without being caught. And now it was time to carry out my plan to save parkour civilization. I told the master everything that happened, and I showed him that I had champion boots. I told him that if I was gonna beat the champion, I would need his help.
I can't believe you survived and you met the parkour god. We can actually save everyone. Just tell me what I need to do and I'll do it.
I had the master give me some blocks, and I told him to wait here for the next part of my plan. If everything goes right, I should have everything I need to get back into the arena and defeat the parkour champion. But that's assuming everything goes right, and so far, it hasn't worked out that way.
Bro
I
needs
jumped
another
over
water
to
bucket.
the parkour bank. To get back into the arena, I was gonna need more difficult blocks to build parkour with, and I think I know how to get some.
Hey man, I don't mean to assume anything, but the top floor is for people with money. You can come back when you're rich though.
Upstairs must be the place where the bank
They
keeps
did
their
not
harder
stop them.
blocks.
Sir,
Oh.
you're not allowed to go up there.
Sorry, man. Got a bank to okay, never mind. I was expecting to see places where I could buy flower pots and candles, but instead, there was just a massive box with a door.
Sir, this is a private vault for one of our most valuable customers. You have to leave immediately.
A private vault? I guess that might work.
You're not getting into this vault. No amount of money
Okay.
could make me open this door.
No amount of money? Man, this guy clearly has never heard of one of my bribes before.
Just stop. It's not even worth it. What?
What do you say you open the door now? I take it you don't see a backwards 360 too often.
Okay, well I have to let you in now.
Let's go, I still got it.
Please just don't take
That's
anything.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm definitely
That's
not listening
insane.
to that. I started looking around the vault for anything I could use, but most of the chests were empty until I finally stumbled upon a water bucket. Okay, I need blocks, but I guess I'll take this. I don't get it. Whoever owns this vault is
What are
supposedly
chain
rich,
boots?
and the only thing I found is a water bucket. And 16
Oh.
blocks, never mind. I thought this vault was a dead end until it
Oh,
wasn't. In the
whoa.
last barrel, I found 16 brewing stands. Now, my plan could actually work. It was time to go defeat the parkour champion.
Sir, I just wanted to let you know someone got into your vault.
You're the only one who has access to it, so explain to me how that happened.
I mean, I'm sorry, sir, but he bribed me with a backwards 360. I had to.
A backwards 360? There's no one that can do a... No. No, how is this possible?
You know, someone told me something interesting about
Ooh.
brewing stand jumps. They're not just difficult, but they can deal any potion effect you want. That's why I wish you the best of luck in this parkour battle, because if you don't make this jump, you're getting the slowness effect. I watched as Siwat tried to defend my attack, but he failed. Alright, now it's time for some answers. I need you to tell me how to beat the parkour champion.
You're crazy if you think I'm telling you that.
Yep, I thought you might say that. Let's see, 3 block. Oh, that's plenty. Alright, one more chance to tell me, unless you want to defend another one of my attacks.
I think I can handle a 3 block.
Alright, man, if you think you can make this jump with slowness, be my guest. I'm just gonna let you know now that it's not possible, so in a couple jumps, you'll lose everything.
Okay, wait, don't. I'll tell you. Please, I like my life here.
Well, that was easy.
I can't believe I'm telling you this. The champion uses barrier blocks to parkour.
I knew
He's
it.
the only one that has any left.
He built his parkour jumps with barriers. That means I was right. The 5-block jump was impossible. He just used a barrier. Okay, wait, so if he uses barriers for his attacks, how do I defend against that?
Dude, if the parkour champion finds out about this, I'm gonna lose everything.
I don't care. Just tell me.
Fine. There's a secret rule in parkour battles that says if you build a harder jump than an opponent's attack, your opponent will have to do that jump instead.
That's how I beat him. I can just attack with a harder jump. Even if he does use barriers for his attacks, I just have to build better ones. Oh man, this is crazy. Alright, let's do this. You need to send me back to the arena like you did before, and this time I'm only fighting the champion.
Okay, so if you let me attack you, what's stopping me from just getting rid of you once and for all?
Yeah, I thought you might say that. That's why I got one of the best parkour masters I know to watch you at all times. And if he finds out I don't make it into the arena, let's just say you won't see the attack coming before it hits you.
Oh man, how do you even do these jumps? I really hope Evbo's plan works. There's no way I can make one of these.
Just as I thought, Siwat had no choice but to listen to me. Now, all that I was hoping for is that I would wake up in the arena. I knew Siwat couldn't be trusted, but I had no choice. This was the only way I could get back into the
That's the
arena,
rich
and
guy.
luckily, it worked. Now, I could battle the
I like
parkour
the rich guy.
champion.
He was nice.
And this time, it was gonna be different. I got all of the blocks I needed, and I made my way into the arena. Now, it was time to see if Siwat was gonna uphold his end of the deal, but he did. Standing in front of me was the champion of parkour civilization.
Let's go.
All right, let's go save everyone.
I should have known the old man would give his boots to you.
What? The old man?
Doesn't matter. You can try as many times as you want, but your fate remains the same.
The parkour god didn't just give me random champion boots, he gave me the old man's. He was the old parkour champion. Okay, this is a lot to think about right now. I just gotta worry about defending this attack. Well, Siwat got me this far, but now it's time to see if he was really telling the truth. The champion's attack was technically only a 4-block jump with a barrier, so the parkour combo I was about to do should be harder. I countered with a 3-block 360 to a
Nice.
3-block fence
Ooh.
jump. What? The parkour champion looked confused, and suddenly his attack disappeared. It worked. It actually worked. The secret rule Siwat told me about was real, and now the champion has no choice but to defend my attack. Except just when I thought I had the upper hand in the battle, the champion pulled out barrier blocks. Instead of building my jump, the champion built some invisible parkour combo. The barriers were invisible, and I had no way of knowing what sort of parkour combo he built. But whatever it was better than my attack, and my attack was now erased. That only left me with one choice,
Isn't this
and I
just
would
like
have
2
to build
4-block
something
jumps?
even harder. I didn't even
I
know
think
what
so.
the champion built, so I couldn't hold back
Ooh.
on this next attack. I knew I had to risk it all.
Oh.
I pulled out a 180 vertical flower pot
Oh
jump
my
Damn.
backwards
Oh.
360
Holy
damage.
cow.
And I
That was
made it.
actually
The
clean.
parkour champion's attack was
That is
erased, and he had no
crazy.
choice but to either try my attack or build a harder one. But the parkour champion wasn't phased.
Double
He countered my
Neos!
attacks with the hardest known jumps in
Oh.
parkour civilization. These were Neo jumps, and he
Whoa.
did 2 in a row. Jumps where you have to jump around a block in midair. I knew I couldn't do these
Bro
jumps,
needs to do
and
a
this
triple
was
Neo.
not the time to try them. But the parkour champion set the bar high, meaning if my next attack isn't harder than his, I lose everything. But if I don't make this jump I'm about to build, my entire journey is over. But that means the same goes for the parkour
what?
champion. Any one of
Whoa.
these attacks will do more than 10 hearts.
This is like a
that
deep
means I
test
have to
of
make this.
parkour.
The parkour god trusted me with these boots to save everyone. And for the first time in my life, I actually felt
I don't-
like I was worthy
I don't know
of
if that's
them,
harder
that
than
I was
2 double
worthy of
Neos.
being the parkour champion.
Yeah.
What? This shouldn't be happening.
I thought I had bested the parkour champion, but I was wrong.
This ends now.
The parkour champion built an attack that was directly
triple
over
Neo.
the void.
Either you go down or we both go down.
This was the end. The parkour champion knew he lost the battle, so he built a jump that would take us both down. And there's nothing I can do to defend myself. I knew deep down that this was most likely my last jump in Parkour Civilization. But this time, I wasn't gonna give up. Parkour God, if you're
There's a
watching
setup
me,
for this.
please
It's not set up right
just
now,
give me
but
the strength for one last
Yeah.
jump.
I mean, there's a setup for this one too, I think.
is there?
I think so.
I didn't expect my feet to hit the ground again, but they did.
Oh my God.
And when I turned around, the parkour champion had fallen.
I wish
won.
we had been able to
I
see the
actually
jump.
won. It's over.
Because I think
I'm
that is
the
possible to
parkour
set it up like
champion.
that,
I'm
but
supposed to be the one who can
I think
make
it's
the
possible to
rules
set up
and
a
save
three-block,
everyone.
too.
So
Really?
how
Yeah.
do I do that? But as I was standing
that
there,
makes sense.
something started to happen. My items in my inventory were gone, and I got teleported to the parkour temple. When I walked outside, I looked around, and I realized there was nothing above me. And that's when I remember something the parkour master said to me. He told me that the champion is the only one who knows the way up. I turned around and looked at the parkour temple, and where there was
Oh
nothing
my God.
before, there was now a way up
Oh.
to get to the top of
Oh, those
parkour
look disgusting.
civilization. That means
Yeah.
my journey wasn't done yet. I still had to make it to the top. Luckily, I'm now considered the best in parkour civilization, so if there's anyone who can make the jumps, it was me. Only one more set of jumps stood between me and the top. I had always dreamed of this day, when I'd look up and I'd see nothing above me. But I never would have imagined what I'd have to go through to get here. Every jump I made and every jump I failed all led me to this point, to make it to the top of parkour civilization. And now I was here, and there was nothing, just pure emptiness and only the sky. I didn't have any idea of what to do until I saw a structure in the distance. I walked over and I saw blocks
Command
I've never
blocks,
seen before
what?
in parkour civilization. They were command blocks, and they were placed in front of a throne. I stepped up onto the throne and I got my pair of champion boots. But this time, they weren't someone else's. They were mine. It only makes sense that doing parkour on command blocks gives me the power to make the rules of parkour civilization. But before
That's
I
kinda
start
cool.
completely changing the
Yeah.
entire rules of society, I needed to do something first. Well,
Die?
I think it's time I give these back. I have a feeling
Aw.
you'll probably be needing them.
Evbo, you did it. You saved us.
He says
No,
parkour
no,
civilization
I
a
didn't do
ton.
anything. It was only
He says
possible
parkour
because
a
of
lot.
you. And that's why I think you
Parkour?
should be the
Parkour,
champion.
parkour.
I don't know what to do with parkour civilization, but you were the champion. You know how to fix things. I just don't think I'm ready
Ooh, what
to
if
be
he's
the.
evil?
What are you
Whoa.
doing?
Evbo,
Oh.
you think all of this was for me to become the champion again? I'm old, and you know parkour civilization better than I ever could.
Well, all right. I'm gonna need your help.
Aw.
With every 4-block jump on the command blocks, I can change the rules of parkour civilization. And with the help of the old champion, I'm not just gonna make things go back to the way they were. I'm gonna make things better than they ever were. Parkour was never about making or failing a jump. It was about getting up and trying again. The parkour god told me as long as you can parkour, there is always a way. And in my parkour civilization, people will always have a chance to try again.
Step into
Is that it? Are we done? Is the movie over?
Are we?
I think
Was
so.
that it?
Yeah, that was it. There's a second
oh
movie,
my God.
but that's it. Okay, wow.
Okay, well,
Um,
that was quick. It's too short. It should have been longer.
yeah, that was seemed really short. I don't know how I feel about like the ending being like, oh, I was stronger, so now I'm the good guy because I was stronger. So what I'm gonna do is correct. Like I agree with what he's doing, but yeah,
Well, because he knows what it's like to be a parkour noob.
he does, which I think will make it a little bit fairer. But I don't know. I don't know. That one felt I don't know. That was cool. I liked how they ended that.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot of people describing it sort of like a shonen, and I kind of see it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. He has this secret power that no one else knows. Which is backwards jumps and 360
360s, yeah.
jumps.
Which at first were just like kind of like whatever, but that one jump he did during the battle with like where is it?
Oh, the one with like the candle backwards.
Yeah, the
into
like double candles into
360.
the 360 backwards jump.
Yeah.
That one was actually crazy.
Yeah.
I want to watch that again. Because that was no, not this one.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, this was actually crazy because he hit like a 360
Yeah.
backwards jump too.
Mm.
And then, yeah, it really did give a kids movie via Minecraft vibe. But like, I don't know, it had a good plot twist. Okay, this course, I don't know if it's harder than two double neos.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Like
That
it's
looks pretty
longer,
easy.
but it's not necessarily hard. The hardest jump is like the corner jump that they have.
I think it's just because like all those candles and flower pots equal like a harder jump than just wood or whatever.
I guess. I want to figure out how to consistently do this setup jump because
What, the triple Nia?
yeah, because I know how to do it with the setup, but I don't know how to do it with like this amount of space. Like
There's
I
like
imagine,
some weird like shift tap back thing that you do.
of course there is. always some sort of shift tap.
Yeah.
I think we should take a couple questions from chat if they're curious.
Yeah, like how you do specific jumps.
Oh, that was kind of cool. Yeah, I think I don't know. I heard a lot of people. I was like, after seeing the first video, I was like, this is kind of cringy. There's no way that the rest of this movie is going to be this good. But I think, I don't know, the lore kind of worked for some reason. I mean, 360s can be cool, but I don't think a lot of people merit 360s as like making a harder jump. It's really more flashy than like technical skill per se. And which like I don't want to flex my own skills or anything, but if you look at the short I did where I showed you how to do the 1 block vertical jump, and you can see that I kind of just casually hit the 360. Actually, it took me a couple tries to do this 361 up, but it is flashy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't lose like that much momentum or anything, so it's not like if you do it fast enough, it's like you barely do it.
It's kind of hard doing it fast enough, but
yeah.
All right, well, that gives me an idea. I have some ideas for future tutorials. When are we making parkour civ reality? Very true, very true.
I think Nations is already doing it.
And I think JJK is JJK the one who runs Nations?
Yeah, Nations, yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. So what do you think? Fact or fake?
I think fact. I mean,
most of the jumps are possible, yeah.
Yeah, there's some oddities, some potential cuts.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was definitely edited so that he made the jump first try every time, like obviously.
Yeah.
But like that's just good video making, like.
Yeah, I want to know how many times he failed.
Yeah, how many cuts
on, like,
there
the
were.
1 block. Yeah.
I do appreciate how every time we were calling out like an inconsistency in like the plot, it was addressed like 30 seconds later.
Yeah.
Like we were like, oh, why is this not solid dirt? And then it's like, oh, it's because you're wearing the Parkour Pro boots or stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know how he thought of like all of this.
Well, this is
mean,
like
it was episodic.
Yeah, it was episodic. So I imagine like he's just kind of making it up as he goes, which would have been really funny. But oh, can you imagine if you were like following this channel as these episodes were coming out?
Yeah.
And you don't get like you get like the cliffhangers at the end of every episode. And you're like, oh my gosh,
Like
I can't wait for the next episode of Parkour Civilization to come out. I
The
need
one
to
where
know
he's
what
about to
happens.
fall into the void. When he
Yeah.
lands on the barrier block.
How much do you want
That
to
was
bet that at the very
Hmm?
first parkour jump he does where he falls into the void, like right here? How much do you want to bet that this was the end of the first episode? How much do you want to bet that this is just where he intended it to end? Like, I am curious if this was planned
Oh.
out or if this was just like a joke that kind of blew up and he had to kind of like freestyle it from there, you know?
It's possible that's just where he wanted it to end. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that's where. Oh, wait, I did not mean to type that.
I don't know. It'd be cool to talk to him about it, but this was fun. This was a silly little
This was
movie.
fun.
They did a lot better job with it than I expected it to be. I mean, I get why people are like hyping it. I don't know if it is like as peak cinema as everyone's been saying.
Yeah.
But like it was definitely good. It was definitely good.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad watch.
It wasn't a bad watch. I don't know.
I mean, there was a couple points I got like bored, but like it wasn't.
Yeah, I don't
like,
have
the whole thing.
I don't have the patience to watch 2 hours videos, and the fact that went by, I felt like it went by as quickly as it did.
Mhm.
I think it really started picking up around where was it? Whenever he made it to the master level.
Mhm.
I think stuff started picking up around then.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were some good plot twists in that. I like that.
There was.
I rate it a 4-block jump into a Neo out of parkour difficulty.
Hmm.
What do you think?
I rate it. I rate it. You know those like vine things where you have to like vine from one block to the next, but it's like on the wall.
So you can't yeah.
Yeah, and it's like really weird.
Mhm.
I rated that.
You rated that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, like and subscribe, and we'll do Parkour Civilization 2 next weekend. Thanks for watching. I'll get you all. Go follow Lamp on YouTube and Twitch, and follow me on Twitch and Twitter, I guess, because I post cool, or I guess it's called X now, because we all post cool stuff on there. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!